I mean, I think my legs are
points
strong
against
enough.
I'm taking every charge call you can imagine.
Yeah, he is a big fella.
I'm
He's been
setting up for
playing
the
NBA.
I'm setting up for the charge at the 3-point line.
All right, Neil.
All right, gents, we are live.
Let's go. All right. I love it. I love it. We got Neil with the mic tonight.
That's right.
We're live.
Neil.
We're live on the internet. We're rocking and rolling.
Got a face for radio, so here we go.
They gave
Just imagine if Macaulay Culkin had retired after Home Alone 2 and became a dad. And that's pretty much it.
that's honestly not bad. We'll have to have Neil pop in at some point.
Meaningful March Madness.
I love it. I love it.
March games.
As
been a
people
while, guys.
as people are coming in, Press Meyer, Jacob Lane from the state of Louisville. Of course, we got Dalton Pence. Dalton, tell people where they can find you and a little bit more about yourself right before we come on here.
Thought you just forgot my name. You will.
I was like, what's going on?
No,
man,
I kind of got distracted by the highlights. We have like the pregame highlights. So
Yeah, man. I do a little bit of everything. I host Mondays with Dalton Pence right after the Mike Rutherford show on Mondays on Big X. I host Locked On Louisville daily podcast, and then do some work for Cardinal Sports Zone as well. So I'm a little bit of a man with many hats, if you will.
I love it. I love it. But no hats tonight.
Not wearing
No
a single
hats
hat
tonight.
tonight.
No, not a
hat.
single
This is a
one.
weird. That's weird vibes.
I'm
Yeah.
a basketball.
Not even
fan
Neil
tonight.
has a hat. Listener Megan doesn't have a hat.
No hats.
This
I'm
is
not a hat
unbelievable.
guy. To be
Yeah.
honest with you.
See, normally I have a hat. In fact, Mark Spiegel of 502 Circle once told me, I didn't realize that hat came off of your head. So,
Yeah, that sounds about right.
yeah.
Sounds about right. But we're ready to watch some college basketball tonight. And for the first time and the longest time that I could dig up, I don't know if anybody, maybe Kelly Dickey has this. When's the last time Louisville played a team back to, like, one team back to back
Yeah.
in the same, like, 5-day vicinity, right? Like, that's the key.
Yeah.
Obviously, like, you remember when
1983. So someone asked
how
Kelly
did
this
you-
question last night.
Okay,
Yeah.
And I
1983.
mentioned it. So it was Memphis State.
Oh, okay.
1983, March 6th and March 12th. They beat the Tigers both times.
Wow.
Interesting. Okay. Well, we want
Okay,
to follow
so
that.
the precedent has been set. Louisville 1-0 in the last 41 years when they played the same team back to back. So I mean, that's statistics right there.
Yeah. How about this? One shirt down. You think we can get
One
the
shirt
second
down
shirt
already
off before the game's
We
over?
shed a layer.
Yeah.
I don't, what would it take for Jacob Lane to lose his shirt
How many 3-pointers?
live on the internet?
Oh, it should have been the night rain hit 10 when we were here against SMU. But
it was weird.
I need a
It
triple
was-
double to take my shirt off.
Yeah. Well, we didn't.
Yeah.
You know,
Need a triple double to take my shirt
we didn't
off.
know the team as well as we do now, Jacob.
That's right. We know this team significantly more, and I think I love them a lot more than I did against SMU.
Yeah. Okay. So tonight,
Here we go.
playing the same team back to back, is that more helpful for Louisville or Stanford?
I think it's going to probably be more helpful for Stanford, if you want me to be honest.
Good
But
pass.
Well, I don't want you to lie to me.
Got to
That's what
miss.
you're- okay.
I got to make that around the
Yeah,
bucket.
gotta-
I just think it's really hard to beat a team twice in this short of time. So I think the advantage goes to Stanford. But we all know that Louisville can take their game up quite a bit in terms of energy and everything that you expect out of them. So I don't know.
I think Louisville's the team that honestly gets a little bit more of an advantage here just because of how meticulous you see with good defense, James, with Pat Kelsey being able to adjust. I think that the Cardinals got to come on, Noah.
Here we
hit
go.
that.
Noah 3 to start.
Yes,
Noah,
sir.
here we go,
Need to see
man.
that go in. Yes,
we
sir.
love that.
But just to add to that point, I think that you got a good look of the Stanford defense trying to double the post, limit how much you could penetrate, and I think that Pat Kelsey's going to be able to kind of scheme around that, or at least hopefully he can. And I think ultimately it comes down to Louisville just having to make open shots. They
Yeah,
got
absolutely.
A lot of them
Yeah.
last game.
I mean, to your point, right, Dalton, Pat Kelsey, he's talked about multiple times this season that, excuse me, that the, that the practice squad essentially prepares them before every game. And the only thing better than that is just playing that team the game before. So to that point, it could be pretty advantageous, but, we'll find out tonight.
Put him in a blender, Terrence.
Step back. Yeah. It's quite a confident shot right there from
Yeah, it
Terrence
was.
Edwards.
Not mad about it.
No, you'll live with it. Good
Surprised-
job by
surprised
Chucky
they
right
didn't
there to
call that.
maintain on Maxime.
Reno
That's
is hysterically
Good
large.
job.
Wow.
That's something we got to watch for this game, and that's been a problem the past couple games for Louisville. Is you got to limit those offensive rebounds.
Javon. Oh, that looked.
Yeah.
Good job, Noah.
Okay.
Okay.
Nice
Wow.
hustle. Nice
the
hustle.
note looks safe.
That's
Oh,
fine.
Thought we were going to get a second Noah 3,
Oh.
and it's a turnover. Man, brutal possession right there.
Oh,
Good
wow.
defense again.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Don't give up that open three.
So,
Oh man, that was
So
ugly
no
looking
one
three.
can no one can throw the ball into the ocean.
yeah,
Yeah.
Stanford's missed 4 shots, and they've rebounded 2 of them. So,
There you go, Noah.
come on, Noah.
There it is.
Dare I say Noah Waterman legacy
Let's
game?
go, Noah
Waterman.
Waterman.
First round. Of the
Very
ACC.
nice.
Love it.
Well, not first round, first game.
Yeah, first game, showing out, hitting 2 threes.
Hey, shout out PK, man. Say what you want about the ACC, but a top 4 finish in the conference, year 1 with all the injuries.
2 losses. Like, I don't care what conference you're playing, man. That's hard to do.
That's nuts.
It's been an unreal season. Oh, here we go. There we
Going
go.
strong.
Oh, man. I don't know why you
Going
don't just
strong
dunk
there.
that.
All right.
Whew.
I feel like we anticipate contact a little
Yeah.
too much at times. Just
That
got
was-
to go up strong.
Unfortunate.
Traore's first guy off the bench. 23 double-doubles. My goodness.
He is incredibly
machine,
good. I
man.
mean, if I said this the other day on the show, but if he had stayed in the portal instead of going back to Stanford, I mean, there's no
knows where he
telling.
goes, bro.
Right.
Oh,
there's
yeah,
no
I
telling what he could have done
he was a
elsewhere.
top 3 transfer.
Right. And I think it was probably one of the more surprising moves of the offseason was him going back to Stanford, with Stanford having arguably one of the worst rosters in the conference.
I don't like that shot. Feels like at times we get too indecisive. Put the ball on the floor. You get to the paint. It's like, okay, guys, what do we do now?
Yeah, realistically, Louisville should have 10 to 12 points right now, just based on
There you go,
the shot
James.
quality that we're
Right.
seeing.
No.
Oh, my
is-
goodness.
That
Gotta
is
give the
that's
ball
just
up.
bad right there. That's bad. I mean, he's got to give it up when he gets the ball to start instead of trying to
Okay,
take it
I
on a
think
break.
James Scott needs to adjust his mask. Look at we're high and tight tonight, and I don't like it.
Yeah.
I
He's
don't
got
like
the
that
bottom
one bit,
strap
James.
tied, man.
Yeah, I mean,
That bottom strap's
it
been
looks
hanging.
uncomfortable, James.
Oh man,
it's a
that's
good
just
pass.
a really good move. Yeah,
Just-
good pass inside.
It's a 2-point game that should be an 8-point game.
And
right
don't
now.
forget, I think Louisville definitely needs to get out and make a point of emphasis to run because Reno played 38 minutes of high intensity basketball last
right,
night.
right.
Cal made that a game. Like Stojakovic turned into his dad for a little while and said, you know what, it's my time. And
Right,
I mean, ooh,
man. Some really bad. I mean, I see what you're going for right there, but you've got to nail the execution on that pass, or else you just
that's a
cannot
jump
throw
ball.
it.
No,
Oh gosh, you're
Step
doing
up.
this to yourselves here.
There it is.
This is
Man.
just
it's not good.
no.
not good.
Stanford's moving the ball around, making Louisville work, and they're playing, right there at least inside out, getting them to focus on Renault. And man, what is that? Is that 4 turnovers now? I don't know
Yeah.
how that's.
I think it is. You see it again, not having Rain Smith on the court, even when he's not making his shots. Just the gravity of his presence opens up so much more. And Stanford's basically daring Lewis, like, go ahead, shoot the
Yeah.
basketball.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, 4 turnovers, shooting under 30%.
Yeah, that is not a great start
No.
by any means. And we're going to come back here. No, this is the media timeout. Never mind. I was going to say come back and have another timeout, but we're under the 16. So, I mean,
That's right.
Louisville,
Yeah.
I mean,
Got
essentially loses that
106 in the
segment.
stream right now. Shout out to everybody for tuning in.
Yeah,
Let's
let's
go.
go. They all are here to see me take my shirt off after a triple double. That's it. Drop in the comments how you want to see me take my shirt off. Should I rip it?
How many 3-pointers?
Oh, okay, I was going to say, yeah. Please describe.
Do I
yeah.
Hulk Hogan it? And
Don't
just
get too
straight down the
specific,
middle.
please.
Yeah, or is it like more of like a reveal? We'll see if the triple double happens tonight. If the shirt's coming off, but no. Glad to have everybody watching. Excited to do this during postseason basketball because there is obviously a lot to be excited about with this team playing in the ACC tournament in a game in which they're favored. When was the last time Louisville was favored in an ACC tournament game? That's a
a
question.
great
Probably.
question.
I mean, it would have been 2020. Obviously, that didn't happen. I would say,
Well, so 2021, Louisville won its first tournament.
yeah,
game.
that would have been my
Georgia
Yeah.
Tech. That's
Yeah.
their last
ACC
tournament.
tournament
Oh, wait,
win.
that was 2022, 21-22.
Yeah. So it's been a while.
Yeah.
But were we favored to win that game?
It's a great question.
Did they play in the
One
first?
that I do not know how to look up.
Well,
Yeah.
I can tell you probably that. I mean, the farthest we're going to have to go back is 2017 when that team got a double bye. They were probably a favored team over Duke, even though they lost. So
Yeah.
maybe 2018 that year with Padgett, they won the first game against what was it, Florida State, and ended up losing to Virginia. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah, and then they won a game in the ACC tournament in the year with Mike Pegues. If I'm not mistaken, they beat either Florida State or Virginia that year. I think it was Florida
that was
State.
the 22 year. That
Was it?
Was
Yeah.
that might have been the? I don't know.
Yeah, I think it was. That
These
was the
years
last
just
time.
blur, man.
Yeah,
This-
they won a game that was meaningless because
Right.
they were playing against somebody that wasn't any
Yeah.
good. So that's the last time that Louisville won. I don't know if they were favored in that game, but for this is a very monumental moment. Like, not to
Huge.
be
Yeah.
corny, right? You
Or
got to go and you got to
sentimental.
win this
Yeah,
game
I
with the
mean-
expectation that you belong. But
Right.
if you just take a step back as Louisville fans,
Right.
Another aspect that matters a ton is that for your seeding, you really can't afford to lose this game. I know Stanford's in the top 100 in the net, but this is a quad 3 game.
right?
You really can't afford to lose it. I mean, we see the bad bracketology projections, and I don't put much emphasis into like Joe Lenardi's projections because they're
Right.
not always accurate. But
Right.
right now, Louisville's a 6 seed. If they lose, you best believe they're going to try to cut you down to 7, and Lord forbid, I say an 8. And if you
Yeah,
get to an
that's
8,
brutal.
you're in a really bad spot.
Right. Louisville is definitely fighting an uphill battle to improve their seeding. And we talked about this on Starting 502, but they're going to have to likely beat Duke in order to, or, being an ACC title to see their seed line improve, in my opinion.
Right.
I think
Yeah.
that even if they go and they advance and they lose to Clemson, right, I still think that they're going to stay in the same place.
Yeah.
This one, they're going to drop a seed if they lose this
Right.
game.
Oh,
right?
easily.
Like, maybe even, go
I
from like
think-
a 6 to an 8, as you mentioned.
I think if you win this, you lock yourself in at the very least as a 7.
Yeah, I agree. And then
At that point, if you beat Clemson, then you have another quad 1 victory. That's a good win. But really, as we see early on in this game, you can't overlook Stanford because, I mean,
right. Yes, I mean
rebound
Stanford
night.
just
There we
won
go.
two
I mean, we
games
need a
in
good
2
game
days.
from Traore, man.
Yeah, that'd
We
be
need
nice.
A good game from Abubakar.
Yeah, he was active against them on Saturday. It's just that his impact on the game hasn't felt like it did there for the stretch in the ACC where he was playing really well. Also getting some Frank minutes here. Let Frank get a couple of fouls in on
Don't let
Stanford.
Frank get cooking.
I think they took Raniero
Raniero
out
was
of the
out.
game. So what is
You
that?
got to take advantage here. But I think they got
Oh,
that's
wow.
a deep one.
That is
Oh, that
ooh,
looks-
that's
oh, you
tough,
gotta read-
but-
Guys,
Look,
you
that's-
got to get those 50-50 balls.
that is what
That's-
Stanford wants Louisville to do right there. They are
Just force the 3-pointers.
force a bad look.
They're, what, 5 of 22 against them on Saturday?
Right, they did. I mean, no one can accuse Louisville of shooting the ball well
That's-
against
you gotta-
Stanford
you
on
gotta roll
Saturday.
better off that.
Oh, this is. I mean, that's barbecue chicken right there, man. I mean, he's just.
Just a
and that's the
size
backup
mismatch.
big man,
Wow.
man. Still plenty of time, but for Louisville here, I mean, this is
Yeah,
about as bad of a start as.
You just have to stop the bleeding and go on one of those runs that you have for the past 18 games.
Right.
Because that game was close early on. And then the Cardinals went on that little small run about halfway through the first half, and they got up to, I think it was double digits or whatever, and then they just kind of kept going back and forth and teetering between
Right.
that.
The real question, though, is how does Aiden McCaden keep his hair so immaculate during the game?
Who?
Number 52, backup center for Stanford, Aiden
I thought
McCaden.
I swore I thought you were talking about
Is
Aiden
that his name?
McCool.
That's what I thought you were talking
Aiden
about.
McCaden.
Aiden McCaden.
Oh,
Okay.
Right.
Chucky. I like the idea.
Yeah,
Man,
but
Just a bad execution.
Five
You hurt his
turnovers.
hand? He's holding his arm.
Uh-oh.
5
Chuck.
turnovers. That just can't happen.
Yeah, I mean, that's
Don't
a,
do this.
He steps
Yeah.
out of bounds.
Thank
Okay.
goodness. That's a
man. Yeah, you
Kenny
got
Payne drew that one up. Sorry.
5 turnovers, 2 assists.
It's very
Yeah, I mean-
generous suggesting that he drew something up.
Oh, Dalton.
Just go out and
Good
fight,
save.
guys.
Fight. Louisville's only got points from Noah Waterman. This is Noah Waterman
Look how
versus
they're playing
Stanford
James
tonight.
Scott. They say, you know what, James Scott, we know he's not going to shoot, so we're going to play him at the free throw line. And what it's doing is it's allowing them to just collapse.
But Louisville's got
goodness.
Louisville's got
Scoreless
two
last.
non-shooting threats on the floor.
They
right
have as
now.
many
That's the
turnovers
issue.
as they have points.
Yeah, I mean Louisville has
That's not
got
good.
James Scott and Traore out there. Stanford can just collapse their defense down and not worry about them, and then protect anyone that's driving.
Yeah.
I think that's the first time I can truly remember the season Pat Kelsey being so disgusted with the play on the floor that he brought in 2 new guys.
Yeah,
Good defense, stick up.
good defense.
There you go, Chuck.
Good
That should be
defense.
ours.
That
Yeah.
should.
Oh,
Oh,
it's
wow!
off.
Oh, it was 1 second on the
Off
shot
of whose
clock.
thigh, sir?
Chisholm Okpara also had a good game against Louisville in the first game.
Yeah, I like him a lot. He's a good player for them. They've got a bunch of guys like that aren't necessarily like super talented, but they fit into what they're doing there, and they play well around Reno in terms of being
I
able
don't
to
like
be.
that you gave that up.
Oh, okay,
he
I'll
hit
take it.
I was going to say
I
that
was
looked
about to
like
say,
it was
if
on
he
way
hits
too good of a
that,
line.
That's one of those games. Who's the dude for Virginia Tech that was just throwing up prayers?
Oh yeah, man.
forget his name.
Yeah. Rex Steiner and
Brett Steiner.
and then Young. I
Like
think was
this
the other
guy's
guy.
good. I'm like, man, he averages 5.5.
Right. He's just
He's just having one of those games. We need a bucket.
really bad. Where's Noah Waterman?
There he is.
He's in the game.
He's got our only points.
Right. That's why
Wow.
it's Noah
With
Waterman versus
12 minutes
Stanford
to
at this
go.
point.
Chucky seems frustrated.
They're doing a great job on him. I mean, him and Edwards.
well, I
Foe.
mean,
they're just
That's all Louisville had, honestly,
Yeah.
Saturday. I mean,
Yeah.
I know that there's what was it Hadley that
That's
finished
it.
with
I was
12
about to say,
points.
if
but
they-
There we
the
go.
James Scott-
There you go.
moving foul is called, and you have to call that too.
Yeah.
Louisville hasn't scored in this media timeout.
no, Louisville has not scored
not
since
good.
that second Noah Waterman three. Certainly a slow start here, fellas. What do we need to do?
Score.
Score. Okay.
Opposite
All right,
of
that's
what you're
analysis
doing
right
now.
there. The opposite of what we're doing now.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll
Well,
take it.
So
You just got to draw something up to get you a good look here out of a timeout. You got to draw
Yeah.
the play that's going to get you a good look, get that bucket, and when you can get that bucket, then try to go on the run. Because I mean, you defensively, you're doing what you did on Saturday. You
Right.
look good defensively against Stanford. You're looking good now. It's just
right.
they've got 5 of their 9 points off of Louisville turnovers. So
Yeah. I think the first segment, Louisville did a really good job of, getting good looks and just missed a few shots. And I think in the second segment, they did not get any good looks.
No.
They just turned the ball over
Turned the ball
every
over.
possession. How many shots did they attempt in that segment? 2?
Let's see. I think they were 2 of 8 the last time out. We were looking at the statistics, and they are 2 of 9 now. So
Yep.
they took what, 1 shot?
0 for 1, and it was a contested or a long 3.
Yeah.
So
Well, I
that's-
guess the bucket there. Did they
But-
just call foul for Terrence Edwards, or did they? Was that
No,
Trevor?
that was
they
a
called
moving
the
screen.
moving screen.
So
That's the first foul on Stanford, though, isn't it? Is that the first foul? No, it was the second because they called the reach
did.
in on the
That they
drop
did.
on Terrence.
So-
Yeah, 2 fouls for Stanford so far.
basically, just do the exact opposite of what you did that segment. Don't turn the ball over.
Yeah,
shoot
and
more shots,
take good
and then
shots.
and then make the shots go in. Would be a good explanation.
This is-
I wish Rain's injury. I mean, I wish it wasn't an ankle injury and rather be like a injury to his right hand, to where even though he might not be able to shoot all that great, he's on the court because just
Right,
the
just the threat.
possibility and the
Right.
threat and the gravity that it requires from defenses. I mean, you see Stanford's basically doing exactly what they did in the first matchup,
Right,
And the
yeah.
Cardinals just are not making shots. They're turning the ball over. It feels like they're just trying to force it. And
Well, how many times on Saturday did Terrence Edwards get in the paint, pivot around 3-4 times, and
Right.
then get a bucket? Right, like
Right.
it was
spin cycle.
right, exactly. In that game, everything they got was
Around the
from attacking downhill and getting inside, and he hit some circus shots around right now that were
Right.
like, wow, like, that's not happening.
That's
They can't even get into
probably
the paint in this
the
one.
best basketball I've seen from someone named Maxine.
Mm.
Would anybody like to challenge me?
I
on
don't know.
that?
I'd have to
Have you
look
ever
to
seen
see.
basketball from anyone other than Raynaud?
I cannot confirm or deny if that is that if
Do
that's
some
a fact.
research here on the Google.
There has to be another like PSG EuroLeague basketball.
Yeah, And-
Francais.
yeah. I don't know. It could be genderless, right? Like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Here we go. We got a player from the Northeastern men's basketball team in 2019, 2020 named Maxime Borsquit. I'm not really sure. He was Canadian.
Bisquick?
I'm
Yeah,
not great
Maxine
with names.
Bisquick.
Yeah.
Is, I believe was
Well, back to the game.
Ooh, I like that. Here you go. That's a good one.
And
There
that's
you
what
go,
you want.
Chuck.
Yeah, that's what you want right there. Exactly
When in
what we just
doubt,
talked
let
about.
Chucky
Do
cook.
what you do.
And that's that's the first on Maxime right there. So
Did they call that on right now?
I believe so.
Let's
Waiting
just go ahead and get
for-
4 more.
Yeah.
No, actually, they called that
I was about to
on
say, it didn't look like it was on
the
right
backup big
Boo.
man, according to the
Come on.
stat broadcast. But I don't think he's in the game.
So there is not a lid over the rim. Okay, just had to make sure.
Okay. Well, I also have questions. Number one, opinions on the lighting
Oh, free throws are free.
it's a
in
very
the-
bright court.
in the arena in Charlotte. Well, it's not necessarily that
At
it's
least
bright.
it's not Big 12.
The lights are dimmed, a la
everywhere, like the Staples,
Staples Center,
right.
which is
Madison
not the Staples
Barclays
Center
are like
anymore.
that as well.
Yeah,
Barclays,
Good defense. Good
There we go.
defense.
Virginia
That's
Tech.
Us. That's us. Yep.
yeah, but
Freedom
the
Hall.
Big 12 court. I was watching a game last
terrible,
night.
bro. I had a
I
headache.
can't, man. It's the
had a
worst
headache.
basketball
Yeah.
court I've ever seen in my life, and I might need to get outside and touch some
Thanks.
grass.
Nate Smith
But
stood up, put him in the game.
Thanks, Bimmer. A couple of days
Can
late on
Peyton
that.
play?
Tape.
yeah,
Just get
Yeah.
Peyton a jersey.
No, freaking get Clome in a jersey.
we got to keep Peyton
think
healthy for
Coach
TBT.
Close.
Yeah, we got to keep Peyton healthy for
Priorities,
TBT. Yeah,
priorities.
priorities, man.
And make sure we know what we're doing. This is where we need a good basket.
I thought you were going to say this is where we put in Aiden McCool. I don't know where
I mean,
we
it
lost.
depends on if he's putting in a good basket. I don't care who you put in as long as they score.
Yeah.
Cole Sherman, that's who we need to put in.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's true. He's got a clip.
yeah. There's,
on, hit that.
Getting into the paint right there. It's just a tough
Chuck.
miss, but that's the type of look you want.
No,
Would have
you're
preferred you
getting
try to
good
draw the
looks.
foul. Man,
Charles
rough go for
Hepburn.
Louisville so
Yeah,
far.
not
fellas.
the
7
best.
points in 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Just about is
Somebody's got
not what you expect.
That's an ugly shot.
Yeah,
Good
that's not a
rebound.
great shot for him, but good
That's the
defense
shots
there
you
by
have to
James.
get him to shoot, though. Those off balance where he's trying to force it. Good.
There
Yes,
we
sir.
go. There
That's
it is.
how you like to
That's,
see it done.
That is fantastic
That's it.
basketball.
James Scott down there somewhere.
That's right.
See, he adjusted the. Did you
He
see
did.
how loose the headpiece
Yeah.
was?
Was
He
that a-
looked like it was pulling him back. Like when what movie is that where Jim Carrey puts the tape all over
Mask?
his liar liar?
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
liar,
it's liar,
liar.
liar. Yeah,
That's a
yeah,
good
it's-
cut.
that's James
the
Scott
three.
was liar liared with his mask.
Good rotate.
Yeah. You gotta get
That's
that.
unfortunate.
yeah. It's too easy of a bucket right there.
You know, it's crazy. Noah Waterman is 6'11" and how small he looks next to Reno.
Right.
Dude, the French national team's going to have a starting 5 of dudes
They're gonna
6'8"
be-
and over.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Ooh, wow.
Oh, back to back, one handed. I don't need a second.
Let's go. It's the mask. I told
Yeah,
you.
it is the mask.
His
The
neck
one
was
hand
10
slam.
back.
One hand slam, man.
Shades of Montrez 2015.
That's what I'm
not
talking
truly
about.
as much, but that's not. Come on, guys, got to rebound
Oh,
that.
my
That's
gosh.
off on him. That's
Out
out
of
of
bounds. Louisville ball.
You know, his shot takes so long for him to manufacture, but because he's 7'2",
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Okay, so my second thing about the arena, real fast.
Yeah.
Are the nets intentionally yellow? Because what the heck?
they
Oh,
do
I
look
see.
they
It's
do
like-
look discolored.
it's kind of gold.
Yeah, the fact that we haven't commented on it by now, right? Like,
Netgate.
is this? I don't. I wouldn't.
Somebody
call it-
text
I don't
Rutherford.
know.
We need to get the narrative out.
Yeah.
Netgate.
Get the message out.
Chucky.
It's the yellow nets.
I mean, it doesn't look as bad there when they're close up on it. It makes you wonder if it's the glare.
Oh,
And there's one of these spin cycle buckets right
Good
there.
job,
Love
See,
to see that.
That's what you had on Saturday. That's
Not
exactly
many
what
people
was,
named Fat have made a bucket like that.
No, that was a fantastic bucket right there. Near 3 seconds, but he gets the 2 points. Look
I
at
don't- I
Noah,
don't
man.
like- he's
Noah's
battling, man.
battling down
Let's
there.
go.
Look at Noah
ever
battle.
since the California game, he was great.
New York Noah's been fantastic the last couple nights.
Good.
Been fantastic.
Come on, James, step up. There you go.
There we go.
Keep rotating.
Cannot
There we
give up a bucket
go.
this.
That's
oh,
just-
you defend for
goodness.
35 or
one.
for 27 seconds.
Yep.
It's a good bucket, though. I mean, it's just
Oh man, yeah, that's tough.
Uh-oh.
Good move right there.
Chuck.
Tough man. All right, no.
Oh. Noah Waterman leads the countries in random deflections that bounce off his chest
I
and
don't
his
know.
chin and then go out of bounds.
Traore's probably got
That's
to be
like
right up
the
there too.
7th of the season.
He's a very noodly rebounder. His arms just kind of flop
it's
everywhere.
like he kind of runs like with really good.
The effort's
like he
there. I'll give it to him.
he runs like Stojakovic,
Yeah.
but then he rebounds like I don't know. I'm trying to think of
Man, Johnny
Shaquan
Ballgame
Aaron.
just got left hanging by James Scott.
unbelievable.
We're gonna need to fix that at some point. Oh,
Yeah.
James Scott now leaving a coach.
Yeah,
Gives our 5 in right
give
now.
Johnny Ballgame
Terrence.
the what's the old lady's name from
This is a
Loyola.
really interesting.
This-
That's
yeah.
not, Frank's got to get up on that. He got lucky and long rebound, but you got to get up on that wide open shot.
This game's got a what?
This, I mean, look at who's in for Louisville and the guys. I mean, you have Frank, Traore, and Waterman. I mean, it's what Hadley. We need to see something from him. I mean, I guess because they're just putting so much emphasis in the paint.
Oh, what
that's
a
That's a
move.
dirty
That's
move and a foul.
yeah, I was
Good
gonna say, there's
move.
a trip right
Look
there.
like me out there.
Yeah.
You know, I was just thinking.
Don't say anything.
I'd seen Dalton Pence at Mid America,
Yeah.
and I was like,
I
"Damn,
don't
was
think
that
you
Chucky
have.
Hepburn?" Yeah, I mean, fantastic finish.
You know
there.
what? Alan Thomas has seen me hoop.
Yeah. No, listen.
Somebody, we need to phone a friend. Somebody get him on and have him vouch for me because Matt McGavick has seen me hoop as well. It's been a little bit longer with Matt, but
yeah, it's
been a little minute.
yeah. We need. I'll be the one who doesn't look at the phone right now.
Sorry, I'm trying to promote our live stream here.
Thank
Doing
you.
the best I
I'm
can to
also doing the
multitask.
same thing.
Unbelievable.
I
be
sent
the
somebody the
responsible
link
one.
to the tweet, and they said, "What's the link?" And I said, "I don't know how much. I don't know how much more I've got. I don't know how much more I got to tell you, pal."
Here's $1. What's $1?
That's not my dollar.
All right, look at this, man. We got. I'm just on social and looking at through the Floyd Street media. We got Zach, producer Zach, on the
Yeah, how
camera
about that?
tonight, man. On the
663.
producer
in the
Zach
chat.
now in the now in front of a camera. I'm proud of him, man. He's growing up right in front of our eyes.
If you didn't know what producer Zach looks like, now you do.
Yeah, I love it.
And
Getting his camera time.
dude's a stud.
He is, man.
The transition lenses were an absolute hit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's the man. That's a hell of a group of 4 right there. You got Zach, Dan Furman, Sydney Depp, and Paige McCormick taking Charlotte. That's
I love Zach. What a
4
guy,
strong, man.
What a guy.
Right. How about this
but-
game? What do we think?
dude.
Not,
I mean,
not great.
it's not the best. It's not the best. We'll be honest, but I don't know. I think you just gotta get back to what you do well, right? Like
Yeah.
it seems like we're overcomplicating things a little bit.
Yeah. We need
you
Javon
think-
to
do we
go
think
in at
it's
halftime
nerves?
and eat an apple bomb. A parlor apple bomb. That's what
You
we need
know-
him to eat at halftime to bounce
Yeah.
back. Kind of like the secret, sauce in Space Jam, right? The secret
Michael's
drink.
secret stuff.
Yeah, you need Javon to get an apple bomb from Parlor. Shout out to Parlor and the apple bombs.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, everybody needs whatever. We need
The Hepburn.
Fats. We
Yeah.
need the Hepburn pizza. We need Fats. What does he have? What is? It's not a hoagie.
That's
It's
is it a grinder?
a grinder. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Fats grinder?
I don't think that's
Is that what it's called?
No.
We have the talking points. We need to
Give
actually
this
be
a proper
professionals.
pitch. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we should be technically at this point eating some of
Consuming
that
some.
food. We've had some logistical mix-ups on our end, which is very common for us around
Yeah,
here.
it seems like it's just kind of we're jinxed at this point. The Fats brake grinder. How did I not remember that?
Yeah, there
the
you go.
Fats brake grinder.
Yeah, there you go. That's exactly what we need right now. 100%.
Right now at Parlor, you can support your local athletes. Try the new lineup of specialty pizzas
Yeah.
from
and
Louisville
friends.
basketball players.
Especially pizzas and friends, because you've got
friends.
the pizza, then
Yeah.
you've got
Well,
the grinder,
Pizza adjacent
Yeah.
items. Yes.
Yeah,
Okay,
sure.
Sorry. Go ahead.
and then you got the caramel apple bombs. So get out there and try that ahead of March Madness. Support the fellas, support
Yeah.
the circle.
Yeah.
Makes Louisville better the more apple bombs you eat.
I
That's
think
a proven fact.
so. I have a sweet tooth, so I'm kind of biased, but I think Javon's caramel apple bomb was.
The best. You
The
have
best.
tried the food. I forget that.
I have. I've been a Parlor fiend of the
Yeah.
last couple of days.
All right. We got basketball back on
yeah.
here. Now I want pizza.
You know what I want?
A Louisville win?
Yeah. You read my mind. dude. It's almost like we're watching the game.
Right. I got you, man. That's all I want under my Christmas tree right now is a Louisville
Get
victory.
Javon Hadley on a little isolation. Let him go to work. I did not
No
like
way.
that shot.
No way.
Somebody
fat.
clip that and
No,
roast
no, no,
me,
no, no,
please.
no. Yes. That's Dalton right there.
Okay, but if that's what gets Fat going, that's what
Let's
we need
go.
to see, right?
Yeah.
What was
Like,
that? There's that clip. Russ, what are you doing?
Yeah, right.
Or the
exactly.
Steve
Okay.
Kerr throwing his arms up with
Right.
Steph made it.
Yeah, exactly. That's your
Maybe
version
that's
of
the
this.
recipe. That's a bad
You
shot.
just need to start
Bang.
criticizing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then
Hey,
maybe they'll
reverse
play better.
jinxes work. That's in. See what I mean?
Yeah, look at that.
Look at that.
I think Dalton's
I've got
figured
to
it
play.
out.
I've got to play the role.
Dalton's voodooing Stanford right
There we
now.
go.
That's a good pass. Ooh.
Oh,
that is not a good
goodness.
pass.
Never save that ball like that on the.
Can't come in and do that as a freshman right there. That's crucial.
Well, you
mistake.
had Traore wide open, right down there,
Yeah.
about sort of close to the dunker spot, and just get it to him and reset. That's a good
What a pass.
Great pass. Get
Come on,
back.
Terrence,
Same
get
spot.
hot.
There's another one. Let's
oh
go.
my goodness.
Get
Love
hot,
it.
Terrence. Terrence became a father and
Terrence
said,
Dalton said you're
and
not very good at shooting
he
threes.
decided to
I did
start-
not say this.
That's what you said 2 shots
On
ago.
that
Now he's
shot.
hit 2 to prove you wrong, man. Look at that. 50%, just like that. After Dalton.
Unbelievable.
For research purposes,
For
Terrence,
research
I don't think you can make 3 in a row.
And they've got Maxime out of the game. So if you're
Yeah, you
Louisville, you
gotta
got
go
to
on a run
attack
here.
right
Yeah.
now. You got to take advantage of this because
Gosh,
Oh
that's
my
just a tough
goodness.
shot.
yeah,
Yeah, that
that's
was
a-
fantastic.
That's a great shot right there. I was gonna say outside of right now, you don't have
Yeah.
a ton of
There's
offensive
nothing
threats,
better
but
looking than a good mid-range shot.
a nice pull up.
There you go, Chucky.
about-
Good shot.
Oh, Charles.
Is that not a
Yeah,
foul?
we're calling.
Okay, and
Whenever we
plus
get mad at
it's-
Chucky now, we're calling him Charles. I don't know if
I
that's.
don't know how
his-
that's not a foul. I mean, he pushed him down.
It looked like the 2 Louisville guys ran into each other right there.
Was this the shot? Yeah. He looked in the camera and said, "At me, Dalton."
So there's something about his game though, like that slight hesitation,
Yeah.
right? That move
controlled
we saw
chaos.
before in controlled chaos. He there's just like this ability for him to have a head fake or a slight
It's-
pause. It's the LeBron where he
It's-
looks like he's about to
yeah.
cook him and he just
That's
looks
a
at the
Oh
ball.
my goodness.
Oh my goodness, he did the splits.
I was gonna say
He called that
There's
3
no way
seconds
that
late.
felt good. There's no
I
way.
think Terrence does a great job operating at his own unique pace.
Yeah.
And sometimes it takes a while to materialize, but it's like he's the surgeon. He's like cutting into the wound to get to the problem. It's like, okay, now finally I'm here. I'm going to
Right.
do a couple of spin cycles and get you off balance. And it's unconventional. It's not traditional, but he does a good job at
Oh, Javon passing that up. It's just so unlike him.
that's ooh.
There you go. Good
Good
cut
pass.
inside,
Good job,
Noah.
Noah.
There you go.
there we
Noah
go.
Waterman legacy game.
Yeah, we got 8 points for Noah Waterman here in the first half. I think
Well, I
that's
mean-
the highest point total. He had 9 points, 2 games ago? I think that's maybe
Yeah, I
arguably
mean-
one of his highest scoring.
He had
games of the season.
16
You
against
got you got to
Indiana.
win this.
I know
You got to
that.
win this portion of the game with Rayno not
Yeah.
in.
Yes, exactly. There.
Good
job,
Take
New
it,
York
disrupt
Steal
Noah.
that.
Disrupt the offense.
I like
we love this.
I like the kill, but you have to kind of grab that.
Any while we got a quick break here,
Yeah.
anything we've seen basketball wise today stand out to you all? We got Duke 1, Cooper Flag, wheelchaired, Paul
Ricky
Pierce
P
style
is going to
out.
be in it, man.
Yeah.
His team
St.
looks
John's is
good.
100% a Final Four
How
contender.
do we feel about that? I know that this fan base is sort of polarizingly different in terms of opinions. Are
Yeah.
we? Let's say hypothetically Rick Pitino wins a national title. How do we feel about that?
It depends on how Louisville exits the tournament.
Yeah, yeah.
It really depends.
What else
on,
is happening in my life?
Yes. I mean, look, don't get me wrong.
Louisville wins a game in the
Always
tournament.
going to have a special place for Rick Pitino, but at this point, definitely
too
not
easy.
rooting for them to
Yeah.
win. But that's also because Louisville's still in it. So,
Yeah.
No foul.
oh,
but-
come on,
Sa-
Hadley, man.
Good.
Oh, my
stop.
goodness.
He kicked it again. Yeah,
Oh,
that's
it's just
the right
one of those
call.
nights for him, man.
He'll get it back. Be
Yeah,
all right.
there's plenty of time, but he's just kind of playing out of sorts.
It's been a pretty quick first 16 minutes of the game, by the way.
Yeah.
I mean, from the first step, James was cooked there. That was.
But look, I'll take
Just-
him being 3 for 9 at this
Here
point.
we go. We got the two.
You
the
should
two
be up
Stanford
more.
trees in here. Twin Towers.
Oh, he's getting real close to that backcourt violation. That's that not a moving screen.
Yeah, it's got to be.
I'm sorry, man. You pushing off like. Okay.
Man, those IO sellers is.
Against the ACC, it's not smiled upon to call illegal screens the way they should be.
Apparently not.
Good job.
There
Terry.
we
It is.
go.
There's an
And
and one right there. That's a great move. That's a great basketball IQ play to recognize you have a smaller guard on you, and to go up and use your not pivot out and try to hit one of those fadeaways, right? But take the contact from him, and go up strong and get the bucket. That's great play right there. Great execution. And we talked about this at the. It was the under 12 timeout was for Louisville to get back in this game, take advantage of it. What do they have to do? They have to get in the paint and play the same type of game that they did on Saturday. That's going to open up the 3-point shots for Noah Waterman, for Javon Hadley, for Chucky Hepburn. But they've got to play inside and use their ability to move the ball, get downhill, at least draw fouls, right? That's going to change everything for them.
Yeah. I don't know. Dalton, what do we think?
I think ultimately, I mean, the shots just aren't falling. You have to make sure that you don't get too frustrated and you just stick to the game plan.
Right.
I mean, you're defending well. You're limiting their second chance opportunities. You just had to focus on getting those open looks. And I think with the 3-point shots not falling, you have to do what you can to try to create some of that isolation with Chucky getting downhill, with Terrence getting downhill, and try to get the ball to Hadley down there on the low post to where he has sort of a one-on-one and can go to work. So, I mean, if it's not working, hell, try to get him in foul trouble.
Yeah,
I mean, they've got a couple guys with one foul. Doesn't Raynaud have? Raynaud has a foul.
Yeah.
You try to do what you can to try to. I hate to say foul bait, but ultimately, you got to do what you got to do to survive and advance right now.
I want to see Chucky Hepburn turn into Jalen Brunson. Let's just,
Shea Gilgeous.
let's just draw the foul from putting your butt on somebody once you ride past them.
Yeah, I mean, the precedent has been set for about the last month that the way that you stay competitive with Louisville, or the way that you slow them down and take them out of their rhythm and give yourself a better chance of winning, is to be the aggressor, right?
Yeah.
Now, obviously, that hasn't worked to perfection because Louisville's won, 18 out of 19 or 19 out of 20 games.
That's how Georgia Tech beat you, though, was by being the enforcer.
Right, exactly. I think Georgia Tech was the first team to really start that, right? Take away as much of the fluidity of Louisville's offense as you can, slow it down, take them out of their rhythm, and make it, most importantly, like the old school Big East, bang in the post, hand fighting, pushing people, 35 feet away from the basket. Like, that's the way that you play Louisville. That's the way you take them out of their rhythm. So, and Stanford and Cal have done a good job at points, right? And now it's Louisville's turn to adjust, right? Like, they need to adjust to the physicality. This is a team that is very tough. I think that they're built for this situation.
It also seems like every time they get in the paint and they try to kick it back out, they lose the handle.
Yes.
And
Bad
every time
pass,
that they
tipped.
spin to the basket, they're scoring.
That's analysis.
So, hey, that's what I do.
Producer
I
Neil
just-
coming through here
I
with
sit
the
here and I watch and I analyze.
Yeah, see, we need to get like a producer cam. That's the next step up
That's-
to
yeah,
this, where we can
that's
switch back and
easily,
forth
yeah.
between us and producer.
But
Oh, there
also,
he is.
Also,
There it is.
There's the guy just
to
absolutely
build off that point,
spitting heat
that's
off
a
off
great
the
point.
screen.
I would also add is that getting in the lane is great, but it's that just split moment of indecisiveness
Yeah.
that allows the defense to sort of re-engage, shift over, do what they need to do. And gosh, we got to make free throws, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's allowing guys to be able to find open shooters, because if you're consistently getting into the lane and it's like, okay, well, no, there's indecisiveness and they're just kicking out, then they're just going to sit on that.
Yeah.
Step up.
Oh,
You knew
boy.
it was coming eventually.
Yeah.
He's dangerous. That is why he is going to play in the NBA next season. He is just like, if you remember last year, Boston College had Quentin Post, big man that was really, really good. There we go. Ooh.
New York Noah.
But
was
Raynaud, man, he would have been ACC Player of the Year on any other team he played on if it was.
There you go,
the
Sean.
flag. Great move.
nothing
Again,
but yellow net.
get inside, probe the defense, get the bucket you want,
Yeah.
rinse, repeat.
Yeah, at this point, you're just trying to win the last 3 minutes to try to give yourself some sort of a lead to build some momentum going into the. Because I mean, I don't want to be that guy, but how many straight games has Louisville led at halftime?
Right.
It's
Yeah.
been
Quite a few.
Have they trailed
Oh,
in 2025, that's a foul.
that's a jam. Oh,
No way.
Wow.
Wow, man.
How did he?
So how did
Let's
he
talk
fall?
about the law of physics. How
Yeah,
did he
how
fall
did he go
here?
down? Let's see this.
That is
Let's see
Okay.
this.
okay.
We don't
that-
need to see the shot. He
Yeah,
made
we
it.
don't need to see
know.
that
We
again.
know.
we don't need
Great.
to see him his
Yellow net.
fingertips
Here you-
taking
well, no,
3
no,
seconds
this
to
is,
translate.
This is Chucky's
to his-
mid-range.
Yeah, okay.
That's another foul.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a foul.
Look, I'm
was.
okay with them playing physical, but you've got to call the obvious
yeah.
things.
And again, how does he fall down? Like
And
he
how
doesn't
did-
just.
why are we not why are we not seeing a replay? They
James
don't
Scott
pay for all the
banging down.
replays.
Good job,
Defense, yeah.
James.
Look at them. They are going to work inside.
Yeah, somebody
yeah.
drop down. Somebody drop.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Left hand.
He is really started to get going. He started the game 2 for 9. He's now 5 for 11 and has 11 points. And Louisville has
That's a
to
good
stop
pass.
him.
There we
Okay.
go.
There
Okay,
you go.
well,
Take
that's
the
2
foul.
on him.
Yeah, that's huge. That's a big moment right here. Let's see. They're going to take him off the floor. I would imagine if Kyle Smith, isn't that their head coach?
Yeah, I don't know if they take him off. 2 fouls with just under 2 minutes to go or something.
Right, but all it takes is him getting his third.
I agree.
the
I
next
agree.
possession down. Now you know you
We
can
need to know how
trust
to
your
make these. I gotta
veteran
throw
big
my.
Yeah,
man.
and
I
then
gotta
next
throw my
thing you
young
know, it's
center
the
L's
fourth.
up here.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at him. He's calling off the substitution.
That didn't look good from when he released. I'm gonna throw my L's up. I'm gonna put him down.
Let's see. Are they gonna keep him out there? They are. Okay,
are.
We're doing
that's
it.
tough. Now, if you're Louisville,
I'm going right at him.
you got to go right at
I'm
him.
going right
Put
at
him in a
because that
ball
third
screen.
foul will change the complexion of the second half.
Right.
Noah going 1 for 1 here, or 1 for 2 here.
He hopefully.
Oh,
Is that not
That's a
Whoa,
lane
whoa.
violation if I've seen one.
You know, give him a second one. He made that one. Give him another. Okay. Let's
Wait, he
go.
only. What did I miss there?
Crucial possession right here.
Did
for
he
Louisville.
He
missed
made
it
it,
for-
but we should just give him an extra one because they stepped in the lane regardless. There you
There
go.
you go. Double
Okay,
team.
There you
Good.
go.
Good job getting back out on defense right there.
Oh, there you go. Oh, come on.
Are you kidding me? I mean,
Chucky got pushed all the way down, but we don't call that. There's
there
Luke.
got some
Look
Luke
at
and-
him.
Luke and Carlos. You think Luke's up there talking to Carlos Boozer about his kids coming to Louisville? You think there's any recruiting going on there?
I think Luke's telling Carlos, like, so I was on this show Monday called Mondays with Dalton Pence, and the host, really big joker that guy
Yeah.
is. The pool jester.
Oh,
turn
Terrence.
around.
Oh my! The pull.
Heady play
wow,
right there,
That's
but-
it. Yep.
Oh,
All right. Heady play by
Come on.
Hadley right there.
Set it up. Set it up. Ooh, step into that, Chuck.
just
Good job.
Yeah.
Drawing the foul, getting downhill into the paint. That's a great job by Chucky Hepburn right there. Would have preferred if Raynaud stayed in the paint to be the one to pick up that foul. But I do think, not to talk about next year, I don't want to get into that, but I do
Okay.
think one thing Louisville's got to evolve next year is having a guy that you can dump the ball in to get you 2 points in a post-up
I think
situation.
Sananda Fru is going to be able to kind of play into that.
You have to be able when it's in a tight spot
Yeah.
and your guards aren't able to get downhill or you're not able to get the matchups
You
you,
need
want
a
on a pick
post
and roll, you
presence.
need somebody that you can dump the ball in
yeah.
and say, go get me two points. Go get me some free throws. So I think that's the next evolution for
I don't know
Louisville.
who the big man whisperer is on the coaching staff, but this is a key offseason for James Scott because if he can develop some semblance of a post game,
Right.
his game can absolutely take off.
Right. Oh, that's a
Oh,
great
goodness.
pass by the big man.
2 good passes there.
That's the hockey assist from Raynaud, man.
That's a good look.
That is the hockey
Uh-oh.
assist. Oh, we got here we go.
The longer you keep this team,
Let's go. Off camera right now is some baller things.
I'm okay with that
happening, folks.
timeout. Give yourself an opportunity to run a good play ATO and
Then get a 2 for 1 opportunity, Dalton.
we'll just try to,
This
yeah,
is what
yeah,
I'd-
of course, just get a bucket and do what you
Yeah.
can to. This has been a rough go.
Well, we
Not the
are
best.
inching to halftime reset here. 54 seconds to be exact. 30-28. Yeah, probably wait till halftime. We've got a delivery here. Parlor was listening. They were listening
were.
to the stream, and they said, "We got you. We're going to take care of you." And the Parlor pizza has arrived. And I'm telling you, it is a proven statistical fact that if all of us eat a caramel apple bomb, Louisville will win this basketball game.
Yeah. Well, I think we need a little bit of everything, right? Like, we
Yeah,
need
but I'm
a-
just saying specifically the caramel
the
apple
caramel
bombs
apple
will
bomb.
lead us to victory.
Yeah.
The Hepburn will give us the sail in our wings, and the fat break
Yeah.
grinder
Are you-
will give us some speed.
Are you guaranteeing 2 Javon Hadley threes if we eat some caramel apple bombs?
I just want some Javon Headley shots.
I would love for
halftime.
Javon Hadley to do anything
Yeah,
offensively at this point.
See what
I
they
would-
see what they
anything for it.
run. You know, PK's got
Yeah, here we go.
some type of a play.
We
The
haven't had
elevator
anything-
screen to Terrence.
Oh.
Oh, man.
He had the shot. Oh, that's
Oh.
dirty. That's
Oh,
filthy, Terrence. That is
Notice.
filthy.
Notice, Dalton, who came out of the game right there.
Raynaud.
Raynaud
Well,
came
yeah,
out of the game.
you have to defense. I mean, now they might put him in because you're going back to offense.
Right. But
That was a filthy move.
that was a very heads up play call. Now, Terrence should have shot the 3 the first time,
Yeah.
but to be able to attack and get the matchup you wanted for Edwards inside against the backup big man.
Yeah.
Because he also has the backup big man has 2 fouls as
Does
well.
he?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
So,
What about Akpara? Does Akpara have any?
looking at the breakdown of fouls right now, you've got Donovan Young with 1. Sellers has 1, and then we've got 2 for Maxime and 2 for Aiden. Aiden, we're just gonna call him Aiden. I'm not sure what his last name is.
Aiden McFadden or something like that.
Cam Man.
Aiden Can Man.
Yeah, Cam Man.
Oh man, what are we thinking on this last defensive possession here? Like,
Just keep the ball out of Maxine's hands. I think you got to deny the ball to him. They've done a good job of fronting him when the ball is on his side or on the opposite side, and then really playing strong defense. Now, he scored a couple of times on those last 2 possessions, but
You just can't give him an open shot here either. They've been getting some open shots off of some really good movement.
yeah, they're going to bring a ball screen up right here for the guard. I think that's Jalen Blake's is their point guard.
Yeah.
They're
The strip and steal would be great.
yeah, wouldn't be mad about it.
Stay up, Hadley. There you go. There you go. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. That open look. My God.
Wow, that was
But that's something that Louisville's been struggling with the past couple of weeks is defending wide open threes. They're giving up way too many looks.
That's not the look you want. You'll take that though. Here we go.
Oh,
man.
well, for the first time in a long time, Louisville trails going into half.
I would have eaten 10 apple bombs if he hit that. All right, boys. 3-point game here. Stanford up. When was the last time Louisville was down at halftime?
I was trying to think about.
Is this the first time in 2025?
What Duke? No, they were up against Duke.
They were up
Georgia
against Duke.
Tech. Were they up against Georgia
Yes.
Tech?
They're a big
Okay.
against Georgia Tech.
So yeah, this might be the first time that Louisville was trailed at halftime. Let's just quickly go to the box score here. Just a quick rundown of the stats for Louisville and Stanford. Louisville's led by Terrence Edwards, who went 5 of 8, 12 points. Louisville has 30 points, Stanford 33. Louisville's leading rebounder at this point is Noah Waterman with 5 rebounds. Chucky Hepburn with 4 assists, but also has 3 turnovers, and but 1 player with a positive plus minus for Louisville, and it is not who you expect.
Kanairus.
That's right. Actually, it is who you expect. Okay. And then on the other side of things for Stanford, again, it's Maxime Reynaud and Oziah Sellers, both of them in double digits scoring. Louisville is able to get both of Stanford's big men into foul trouble, but really not able to take advantage of it.
What are they shooting from 3?
Is
Stanford.
Stanford is 5 of 13 from 3. They're shooting right at about 39%, and Louisville is shooting a very quiet 4 of 10 from 3. They're just not getting very many good looks.
Right.
Like they're
well, there's a lot of turnovers.
yeah. So
It's not good.
all right, so we've got about 13 minutes to halftime here till we get back into action. And we've got a couple of things that Floyd Street has been working on that we want to share while we've got the live stream going, give everybody an opportunity to see a little bit more about Parlor, as well as some of the philanthropic efforts for one of the members of Louisville's basketball team.
Yeah.
So, Neil, do we want to go ahead and roll? We can start. We want to do the Parlor video to start? Okay. Chucky Hepburn, Javon Hadley, some great stuff going on over there. So Neil, go ahead.
What up, Chucky Upper here. We're here at Parlor. We're here making new March Madness items. Come tap in with the headburn heat. You know it's fire.
Devon Hadley here, U of L men's basketball player, down here at the Parlor. Super excited to drop some new items for March Madness. Come check them out down here at the Parlor. These right here, the caramel apple bombs, new March Madness item. Before, after the games, whenever you feeling it, come check them out.
We got the hot honey turkey, best sandwich in the business.
Come out to Parlor during March Madness and order our items.
Our percentage goes to 502 Circle, and we appreciate you guys' support. Go Carbs.
The headburn heat.
Yeah, good, fellas.
What's good? How you guys doing? You good? Good? You guys have a tournament or something?
Well, no, I just got me.
Y'all play the Young Center? Really? Woo! We love a good W.
What's up, guys? It's Spencer Legg. Today was our biggest event. We hosted 4 families with kids with type 1 diabetes, and I was diagnosed at age 11. And of course it was hard and there was up and downs, but I never let it stop me. So that's the message I want to spread. Every kid that we hosted was able to get the full game day experience, and of course they were out on the court at halftime.
We're very grateful for Spencer's involvement in these kids' lives and his willingness to share this experience with us. Fan base of Louisville has embraced me, and everyone's been super supportive, and I'm just, leveraging this opportunity to give back.
stretches over the past couple of weeks of just the offense not really doing all that well. That's good job, Traore. It's a good follow.
Hepburn is good. Very good. Folks, you got to try this. Like,
So
not only are you supporting Chucky, but this is good pizza.
you're supporting your stomach. It's the crunch of the banana pepper, the way that it accents the spice of the sauce.
They jumped again. Thankfully. Well,
Nah,
not
it doesn't
thankfully.
matter. It's yeah.
That's
They're playing the Twin Towers again.
it's working.
They're going
They
two
are.
bigs.
It's working.
I was gonna say, well, Louisville has 0 bigs.
They've
so.
scored 8 points. They've scored
That's,
8 on three straight possessions. Louisville's defense has to be better. Also,
No Waterman. No way.
nope.
Oh,
Wow, good job, Kadir.
that's gonna
That'll be 3 on 52.
Maxime.
52 or 42.
We'll see.
I thought they called it on Raynaud. You heard the commentator or the PA announcer.
Was it on?
Yes, that's on that's on 42. That's 3.
That's
Big.
huge.
That's big.
Well, now it's James Scott and Raynaud.
And their backup big, who's playing alongside of him, has 2 fouls. So you've got to press them right now.
There you go. I like that by Hadley. Yep.
Oh my goodness.
No foul.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
That seemed. Man, we have created a mess over here. It is.
Just gotta defend. That's the main
No,
thing.
nobody's watching, man. You're good.
Yeah, it's
Just
good.
kidding. Everybody's watching.
Yeah. You know.
Oh, that's a good pass.
That's what it is.
Nobody guarding it. There you go. Good rebound.
They are getting that corner 3-point screen every time they want it, it seems like.
They are. There you
There
go.
you go. Should have been a foul.
Okay, buddy.
Huge.
who's commentating? Who's calling it?
I love your reaction. Okay, buddy.
Oh, you just listen to it and it's like, are we watching the same game? If we're not, that's okay. Just let me know so I don't have to criticize it.
right. Gonna call a travel on
That's
that.
oh wow.
gosh.
Okay.
Mm.
Kind of look like a travel to me. Is
Neil,
Boeheim calling this?
Neil, what's your take on the
I don't
the
hear any
sandwich
cough drops
on the hold on the fat break?
Oh, it's delicious, man. That honey bread is
It's
like
fantastic.
finger looking good too, because you get a little
is.
sticky. But yeah, put it on the bread, not the meat, because sometimes it burns away on the meat.
Yeah,
You know,
That's
put
what
it
I
on the
think.
bread.
that's what I think as well.
That's a real food take right there.
I mean, Neil is like 12 for 12 tonight on takes.
I
It's
sit,
fantastic.
I eat, and I analyze.
There you
That's
go.
That's something I didn't know. I didn't know
sit, you eat,
Stanford
and you
led
know
the
stuff.
ACC in free throw percentage. This is
did.
their first free. No, they've shot 2 free throws. They've shot 3 free throws.
Yeah, I
There
think
you
they
go.
just didn't update the graphic.
You just
between free
have to
throws.
get a stop. You haven't gotten a stop once yet,
No.
and that's the thing about it is that the defense just is not playing all that great at the moment.
And the offense
is
isn't either, to be honest with
Kind
you.
of got bailed out a little bit there, I think.
Yeah. They're really getting kind of ticky tacky with the calls right now.
Okay with that as long as it's on Stanford.
I was going to say, Stanford called for what, 8 fouls in the first half to Louisville's 3, right? Like,
That's not relevant.
That was limping too. I don't know if y'all noticed that.
Oh no, well, we can't deal with another injury at this
No.
point.
Noah just
We need
exudes
somebody to get
swag.
hot.
That's
We need
all.
Chucky to get hot right here.
I
Step
think
back 3.
Somebody
from
needs
Chuck.
to eat that last piece of Hepburn and really get Chucky
That's
going.
it. We're down by 3.
Oh my goodness.
A lot.
Take it, but I mean, you gotta knock it down.
These are the minutes you have to win without
Yeah.
the best center in the ACC on the court.
Right. You should be like looking to put your foot
Yeah.
in their throats right now.
Of
Oh, my
course.
goodness.
My.
Not good.
Tighten the rims, Kenny.
I mean, Louisville just looks lost offensively, guys. I mean,
Oh my goodness.
There's a
just
chance you go down by
lost. Oh,
goodness.
My gosh. Thank goodness that didn't go in. Wow. I'm going to say this, and this might sound dramatic, but that might be the worst 4-minute stretch of basketball Louisville's played since Ole Miss.
Well, did they get a stop at all?
I'm not sure. I don't think so.
Outside of that one right there, which was completely self-inflicted.
Right. That was not a stop. That's the rim stopped that one.
That was like you peed your
mean-
pants, but nobody noticed.
Yeah.
The first 4-minute stretch was going to be really key. You're only trailing by 3. You had a chance to seize the momentum,
Right.
impose your will in the second half, and now it's a 9-point lead. And you're now, I mean, your back's against the wall here. You're up against the ropes, and you have to go on a little run to not let Stanford push this out any further, because that's another thing. We haven't seen Louisville trailing in a long, long time.
Right.
Yeah.
Georgia Tech, and the Cardinals couldn't really get consistent answers in that game. But
I mean, it's. I'll say the same thing that I said during that game, and in the couple of games where it's been close since then. And it's just that it's got to start on the defensive end,
Right.
I think everybody at this point can trust Louisville's going to score 70+ points, with the exception of the last game, but they won by 20, so I don't really know if that counts. So we can trust that they're going to get there offensively. It's got to start with the defense, right? Create situations where you have more possessions than your opposition.
And is it me or have all of their baseline drives just look so haphazard?
Yes.
Like it always looks like they're losing the handle or tightrope walking every single time they do a baseline drive.
Right. And then they throw the ball
away because they try to pass it back out. And Stanford is like 97% arms apparently. So
Yeah. I mean,
they
I
just stick
honestly
them straight up.
They're pretty army.
I think that has probably happened 8 times, maybe 10. I mean, honestly, I just don't, and especially in the second half, nothing looks confident. Nothing looks in rhythm.
they're
and I
playing
don't-
really hesitant.
Right. It looks like they are, for the first time, like fearful that they might lose a game. Like they're tightening up, like they might lose. And we talked about this when we were here for Virginia Tech, and just that game in general. That game, what you walked away from was saying, okay, Louisville played against a team. They played. It was a close game that shouldn't have been, but they figured out how to punch back when Virginia Tech punched. That Louisville punched, Virginia Tech punched back, and then Louisville was able to figure it out, right? In this game, it's almost the opposite for Louisville. Now Stanford has punched them in the mouth. In the NCAA tournament, it's a game of runs. You have to be able to respond.
Right.
This is an opportunity here for the next however many minutes. What do we have left here in the game?
15 and a half.
The next
something like that.
15 minutes and 40 seconds, essentially. This should be your practice of what it's like in the NCAA tournament to have a team bounce back against you or punch you first, right? Like Louisville needs to respond right here. And it's
Lights
really
are bright, man.
right. The lights are bright. And this is no longer, this is a game you lose and you get to play again, right? But starting next week, you lose, and for 90% of this team, it's over.
Yeah.
The season's done. Their careers are over. So
There's urgency here for Stanford.
right. And Stanford is fighting to be last year's NC State right now. Like,
Right. Oh, yeah.
they're trying to. Yeah, that's not a foul.
Wow, how
That's a makeup call, though, because he got away with a couple of them. So,
I'm so shocked that that's being pointed out.
yeah.
Whoa, hold on. They called the foul?
They called a foul on the dunk.
Oh my goodness.
I don't know if it was on
How?
Chucky, but
Who did they call it on?
Let's see who they called that one on, Dalton.
Okay,
because I think they
bro.
called him for being in the cylinder.
They called it on Chucky.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. 7-0 run, down by 11. You got to make a run here. You've got to win these next 4 minutes. This next media timeout is critical. That's a big one.
That's how you get started right here.
It was a great play call. Everything
Just
was
not
right
making
there.
shots, man. No rains. It's the same thing. Thankfully, Stanford's offense was really bad the first game.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, No Rain Smith is killing the gravity of this team at the moment.
Right.
There's just, I think the thing is, right, like there's no slump buster. There's no like go-to guy from a shooting perspective.
I mean, you just
You'd
gotta
like
get
to see.
This might be their game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Stanford
there hasn't been a single possession this half that Louisville's gotten a stop. Is there? I'm almost.
maybe one.
Oh, you got it. James.
Oh my gosh.
James. What just happened there?
Yeah, Stanford has 17 points already in the second half. Make that
Make the
19.
19.
I mean,
Yeah.
you got to call
Fellas, this
timeout.
is-
You're getting blown
Yeah,
out
this
at the
is
moment.
bad. This is bad. I'm honestly a little speechless. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, this is brutal.
wow.
Please
Nerd
do-
Nation.
Please do not.
disrespectful.
Wow, that's the
Nerd
first time I've
Nation.
heard them use that. I kind of like that. I'm not gonna lie. Nerd
Yeah.
Nation.
I got to be honest with you guys. Preparing for the NCAA tournament this week, this performance does not instill much confidence
No.
at the moment.
Yeah. I don't know.
The
like,
record's
it's-
one thing, but that's bad.
Like, I don't even know how much of this is Stanford having played Louisville Saturday, how much of and adjusting. I don't know how much of this is Stanford with momentum from winning 2 days in a row. What I do know, a lot of this is just Louisville not playing good basketball,
No.
turning the
Playing
ball over,
scared.
right? Playing tight, like they're puckered. That's
Yeah.
what they are right now. They're puckered.
Yep. Don't look that up.
Yeah, don't Google that.
Don't do that.
But it's concerning
Yeah,
because I mean nobody says that. I mean I haven't heard anything that says that Rain Smith's going to be 100% healthy by next week.
No.
You know, like
No, you Dalton? Megan, you heard anything about Rain Smith?
I mean, I wish you would have played tonight.
Yeah,
Would've
been
loved
nice.
that.
Yeah, but I think that this is where Pat Kelsey gives that speech that he gave when they were down against Virginia Tech.
I'm going to eat this last
I think it was
piece,
Virginia
guys.
Tech. Yeah,
Is that okay?
yeah. How many bites do we think it's going to take? Well, you asked, is that okay after you put your grubby hands all over it?
No, dude, put it back. It's up
Just,
to
Jacob, we're just kidding.
You've
Get
got
your,
to
get your Hepburn.
if you're gonna try to mount a comeback, it begins like right here, right now, and there's no like delaying that. You've got to go on a mini run, and you don't have to. You know, with these double-digit comebacks, you've got plenty of time. You just basically have to just shorten it by media timeouts and win the media timeout and get closer and closer to where once you're in that final 4-period stretch, you're within striking distance because you can make a run with this team. I mean, Louisville is very open to making a run, but again. They're just playing scared.
Yeah, so the speech, I think it was Virginia Tech. I think it had to have been. Pat said that he saw the fear in his team's eyes, right? That they were worried that they weren't going to win. They weren't having any fun. He just sat him down and really said, guys, we're not playing like we're having fun right now. And that sounds so corny. That sounds so corny. But look,
It's 11-0 run from Stanford.
This
by the
is
way.
definitely not fun. 11-0 run. Not a fan of that. So Pat, tell him whatever.
yeah.
Let's get it
What's
going.
another really corny thing you go in the huddle and say?
Do we want to win this game? That's another. Well, I mean,
Why, why'd we even put our shoes on this morning?
it sucks because one thing I really need Louisville to avoid is getting an 8 or 9 seed in the tournament because the 1 seeds are going to be really tough.
Yeah.
And if you lose this game, which it looks like at this moment that's possible, really very, very possible, you could see yourself on that A line, man. This is not good. You've got to manufacture some offense.
Ooh,
There's
what
that
a-
baseline
that was-
again, Neil.
Take it up strong.
And one.
That's a foul. Come on.
Let's go.
Let's go. Right here, right now.
Come
All
on,
right,
Fat.
that's 3 on backup, big man.
You've got to make the run right here. You've got to string together a little run to where my goal is by 10 minutes left, you basically cut this in half. What is it at right
Yeah.
now? 12, 13? Cut it to 6.
Yeah, it was at 15. So yeah, cut it to 7.
Yeah, cut
Right,
it to
like-
7 by 10 minutes to go. You just got to cut it in slices, which
Yeah.
you're the better team. You just got to enforce it. Start loosening up. Give some little Louisville versus Wichita
Yeah.
State mojo.
Yeah.
There we go. That's all you need.
It's all
that
you
game
need.
started with what? With defense. Oh my
How many
good. Fat,
missed
did he
free
just hit the
throws are you gonna
backboard?
make?
Yeah, that was like the back of the rim, like the
How many missed free
flat
throws?
part.
They missed what, 3 free throws? I'm kind of scared to look at that screen. Oh,
50% so far
Goodness.
from
Now
the
they're
line
gonna
for
start
Louisville.
calling the.
That's not great, guys. 50% from the free throw line.
It's not good.
No, nothing here is good, except for this pizza. That is really
Fantastic.
good.
I'm gonna start diving into those wings a little bit.
Yeah,
more,
I know.
too.
The wings are
And
really
then
far from here.
We got some Javon's caramel apple bottoms. I mean, do you want me to pass you over some wings?
Raynaud is back in the game.
Did you just call them apple bottoms?
No,
I think I think you did. I think you did.
I kind of like yeah. I didn't finish the word.
That's us. Wow.
Concisely enough.
Thought we were going to get our first stop of the second half.
That would have been nice, Dalton.
Yeah, say that again.
Yeah. The announcer said it would be a shocking result.
I mean, it would be. This is a bad loss if you lose it.
Yeah,
That's a foul.
not a good loss at all.
I'm really surprised they didn't call that. But
Oh,
rebound. There you go.
Okay.
There you go. And
Ray, yes, Ray, no.
Hang the banner.
Right now.
Yep, hang the banner. Louisville got to stop.
We need a bucket big.
Big
go ahead
time.
Go ahead and get on the board.
That's a foul.
That's a
Full-
foul.
Yes, and one.
Man, that is four.
That's
on-
4.
And
Oh, this is the point where you got to go on the run right here. He's got
Chef
4.
Fat with the pot.
if they show this replay, I might be wrong, but I think Reno has a very strong case that this is an offensive foul right here from Terrence Edwards. Not that's
Oh,
an offensive
yeah.
foul, 100%.
I wasn't looking
Yeah,
what
but-
happened.
Sorry, that's
There you go. Watch.
I'm wrong
No,
guy. Yeah,
that's
push
never
it
mind.
off.
Nothing happened.
Nothing
Yeah,
occurred.
I mean he
You best
sold
believe
it.
the commentators go, "Oh, we got away with one there."
He sold
Thanks,
it.
man.
Yeah.
I know you're gonna let us know every time Louisville gets away with one. Come on.
Well,
This is the
Dude,
turning moment.
How
You-
many times are you? I mean, that's 2 points you've left on the board. It'll be a 9-point game,
That is their 5th missed free throw of this game.
and those add up, man.
Yeah, big time. I mean, I would love
course.
5 points right now.
Come on, you got to go on a run here.
And both big guys are. I mean, Stanford's in a world of trouble right here if
mean,
their
that-
backup big gets.
If he's
another
making
foul.
that, buddy, we're losing.
Yeah, but Felix Okpara once again, or excuse me,
Chisholm.
Yeah,
Come on, it's okay. Let's get some more offense going. That's all you got to do. They score, we
go.
score. Yeah, I don't like the possibility of a shot there.
you know he wanted it too.
Oh, of course he did.
Yeah, I'm
pass.
driving in on 52 all day long.
good pass.
We need
Chuck.
that. We need that.
Chuck.
We need that. Let's go.
Let's go.
Come on,
You
right here.
gotta have that. This is
What
it
I'm
right
saying.
here.
It's massive.
They're waking up. You
Let's
just got
go.
to you get the
1
stops.
for 5 from 3, Chuck.
Come on.
Wow.
Get the stops. Get the stops.
Those 5 free throws are just absolutely crucial right now. I mean, absolutely crucial.
Oh, yes.
There it is.
Ooh, that's okay. Reset.
Just got to get a hand up. Oh my gosh, he is just on fire.
I mean, you have to put a hand. I know he's fading off to the side, but you've got to put a hand in his face.
And 1.
There
Call
you go,
the
Terrence.
foul.
Oh,
That's
no
a
foul
foul,
call? Yeah,
man.
I
Come
mean,
on.
a foul's a foul, folks.
Come on.
Wow, he got away with that.
Come on.
That right. I agree. I totally agree. Louisville is.
Yeah, but you just got to get the stops.
You gotta
can
get a
score as
stop.
much as you want, but if they're scoring with you, it doesn't matter. That's a travel.
Oh.
You're good.
Nothing
You're
ever
good.
went out of
You're
bounds at
good.
that point.
Hey, there's 4 seconds, James. You got to.
Hey,
Ah,
If
shot
you
clock
get that,
violation.
you all can do the
Yeah,
live
we
stream
would have
without
walked
me,
out.
dude.
It would have
It's-
been Neil
it's
on his
obviously
own.
me.
No camera, Neil.
It's obviously
would've just-
me if that happens.
Neil would have just turned into NPR Neil.
Yeah.
You know?
That's exactly right.
Okay,
NPR Neil.
but what did you
Hey.
do? The last media timeout, you cut it by 4, and it doesn't seem like much, but you
Yeah.
got the ball coming out of half, and it's just a process.
I think the thing that's just so frustrating about this team is the free throw shooting. I mean, there's this season, that is the one thing,
Well-
almost game to game, that has consistently been not very good.
You know, this is like the 5th best free throw shooting team in school history, right?
It's totally fine. But what's the volume on that? What's the volume on that?
The volume argument makes it worse for you, I think. Because
Okay, well, how many games have we talked about this team
Yeah.
missing free throws?
Yeah,
Like,
I mean, I understand what I understand the point in a sense, but I don't think they're a bad free throw shooting team. I mean, Rain leads the ACC in free throw shooting percentage, and he has shot a lot of free throws. Chucky Hepburn is shooting 85%. I'm just saying, maybe situationally, right? Like, maybe that's a good point. Like at the the front end of a 1-and-1 or an and-1 opportunity.
Chucky Hepburn's 3 for 4. He's not the problem. He's doing a great job.
Yeah.
So I'll take that percentage all day long.
So we need to see
What
more
I won't
from-
take is a 0 for 3 performance from the free throw line from Terrence Edwards.
Yeah, that's not
That's
good.
not
on
good.
all your
Yep.
M1s.
Right.
The issue is that they're streaky. Is that
Right.
they'll have games
So
where
many
they will
M1s.
go
Jeez.
17 of 18. And
Yeah.
then there's other games like this one where they're 4 for 9. And I'm like, These 5 points would make a huge difference. You're down by 6 instead of 11.
What do you call it when Fat Edwards is shooting and he gets fouled? I'm assuming it's and 0.
It's just a regular bucket.
Just let that slow burn just cook for a second.
There's a reason why your kids are embarrassed. I'm just gonna say. I mean, I just want to point that out.
My wife
You're not
thinks
doing
I'm funny.
yourself
That's
any
all that
favors
matters.
with jokes like that.
Yeah. Well,
This next
was-
media stretch will tell us who wins the game.
I think that that's a very true statement.
If Louisville is able to, in the next 4 minutes to the under 8, if they're able to cut this from 11 to about 5 or 6, I think they win the game. But they've got to go on that run now, because if it's still double digits by the under 8, I'm not sure they get it done. Not saying it's impossible, because we saw against West Virginia how they went on a run, but
I don't want to sound like a broken record, but you've got to continue to get into the paint. Like that is where this team is.
4 fouls.
Right, and their backup big has 3. So
From the top of the key. They need to go from the top of the key.
Yes.
Yeah,
Every
let's-
time
let's
they go to
avoid
the
the
top of the key, they
baselines.
get it. Or
Yeah.
they get the foul or something.
Yes.
the more steep
Yeah.
the angle, the worse we get at dribbling. That's
right,
just,
exactly.
That's just facts. I mean, there's a blood moon tonight or something. So, yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's what my wife would say for sure.
I think that I still feel. I don't want to say very confident, but I still have a lot of faith that this team can win this game. Like,
Oh,
even
yeah, I'm
down
not-
where they're at now.
Guys,
It's a Chucky
like-
3, a Terrence and 1 where he hits the free throw.
You've got the
Noah
momentum.
3.
You've got it.
Right.
You just have to capitalize on it.
At the risk of this being a jinx, I'm not super concerned.
I'm
is
sorry.
that-
What is this?
Stanford
What is this?
hasn't been getting good looks. They've just been hitting bad looks.
Bad shot. Yeah.
So-
right. Exactly.
You know.
Yeah.
This man,
Neil.
we could just make a bullet point of Neil's points and just call it a day.
Come on now.
I don't like this picture in picture with the interview with Brad Brownell, guys. This
Has
is-
Brad
Sir, are
Brown
you taking the Indiana job? Yes or no?
is
Oh, is that a rumor?
Okay. Well, I mean,
He would
it
get run
is.
out of Indiana in about a year.
yeah.
They need to give it to Ben McCollum and
That would be a
call it
great
day.
hire. Would be a great
Give
hire.
him with their NIL war chest,
Yeah.
and Indiana could get back. But regardless, I like the idea of the oop to Scott. They just definitely sniffed that out. Kyle Smith, a really good coach.
Really good coach.
Let's see. Come on, Chuck. Ooh. There you go.
There it is,
That's great.
right there.
That's great. That's a good play.
Draw that big man up, make him make the decision.
For a second, I thought Reyno was back in the game. I was like,
I did
there's
too.
no chance
I
you
thought
put
it
him
was him
back
for a
for 12
second.
minutes, because I'm going right at him if you do. There you go. Watch the roll.
Yeah. The listener supporters here are very excited that Brad Brownell's face is not on the
Yeah,
screen.
that he's got a very punchable face. I don't mean to
seems like a
incite
good guy.
violence.
I bet you
on
he's a nice
Floyd
guy.
Street,
Yeah,
but he
and-
seems like a nice guy. That he's just got a punchable face.
Oh, there you go.
There we go.
There we go.
Defense.
All right, so here
He's got that Toby
need
Flinders
need a
face,
bucket
is
right
what you're
here.
saying. Here we go.
Pull it back
Oh,
within.
I thought
One more.
James Scott.
I
for three?
know. Yeah, right.
Playing.
I just want to get back within 6 so bad that I'll take
relax,
that.
Terrence,
fact.
yeah. Grab it. You've got the ball. It's yours. We'll take the jump ball.
Set it.
There we
Could be
go.
worse.
All right, yes, I'll take
Could be
that.
worse. Could be
Reset
an
the
off-ball
possession.
foul, yeah.
Yeah, reset the possession.
Relax. What are we? I think Louisville might have fouled him there. Oh yeah. I'm telling you, you don't hear these calls on the other end. There's a conspiracy against Louisville in this conference. I swear
Yeah, and
there
it's
is.
those old school ACC teams like Stanford that are.
Yeah,
Sorry,
those
I had to.
teams. It's
Sorry.
crazy though, how much that's the case. But I'm gonna keep my mouth shut.
Got time here.
Wow, seeking first ACC tournament semifinal appearance.
Yeah, people forget. I mean, Rick
we haven't
struggled
played.
in the
We
ACC
haven't. We
tournament.
have not played well in the ACC tournament.
No, I mean it was
What's he?
double by
Come
first.
on.
First game
It's gonna
exits
be.
for
It's gonna be a
years.
bad shot.
Oh boy, how has this happened? Get in there.
Oh, there you go, James. That's a foul. Yes.
One
of
There we
those.
go. Please be on the floor.
Sorry to everyone's
It's on the
ears.
floor.
Apologies.
We
No,
don't.
that's-
We're not sorry.
If he had made
You would
that,
have said the
Look,
same
sure,
thing had he hit
the
it off.
mask is getting looser, and James Scott's game is getting tighter. His head was pulled back like he was a horse with some reins.
yeah.
You imagine he makes
Look at
that.
that.
If
I
he
was
makes
gonna
that, the
say.
shirt's coming off, guys. I mean,
See, Chucky, you see what you prevented
Yeah.
All right, let's get a good shot.
You
here. Come on.
prevented every person that
This is where
watching
this is
from
how you
turning
get
it
right
off.
back in here. Get a good shot here.
Here we go.
Come. Oh, I thought he was shooting it.
Oh, Javon.
Oh,
no.
come on, Chuck. Let's go. That's it. That's it. Right here. Come on.
That's huge.
Come on. Step on the
7-0
gas.
run. Let's
Step
take
on
it
the
to
gas.
10-0 run right here. Come
What
on.
did Pat Kelsey
Make him call
say
that
in the
timeout.
huddle? That's what I want to know.
Stop and a score.
My
Stop and a
first-
score.
You said
Stop
you
and a
want to play
score.
Auburn in the second round or no?
Yeah.
Step up. Oh, step up. Come on, Javon.
Look at him square
Rotate,
up. He made him pass it, dude.
Oh, good job. Up.
Let's go. Here we
How
go, fellas.
good
Here we
was
go.
that
Here we go. Here we go.
defense? One more. Javon, no.
Woo!
Let's go.
Let's go. The cards
right.
are back.
That's
break
at
out
least
the apple
one
bombs.
sleeve out, right? That's at least one sleeve out.
Let's go. No way.
Oh my God. Everybody just.
The Michael Jackson just hold the arm out.
Right. One arm out, baby. What a comeback here, fellas. What
That's
a
what I'm
comeback
talking
here.
about. What I tell you now that it's not, of course, it's not done yet, but these
Look at
next
Johnny.
4 minutes,
Look at Johnny.
we're
He's just
going
like
to
one of
tell
us.
you everything you wanted to know about
Yes.
this game.
Yeah.
Shout out to you. You called it. You
Dalton
called it.
Pence, folks.
Not just an ugly face.
I am hyped right now. This is a great.
Where's this
turnaround.
team been all game? Like, why is it
Right.
taking close to 30 minutes to see this, though? And that's great to see it now versus never.
Right, but I think there
But-
is, I think there is a confidence level that when your opponent's best player and the heartbeat of their team goes out, there is this, smell of blood, right? And for Louisville, we wanted to see, like Dalton said, will they attack and will they put their foot in
Right.
Stanford's throat? And
Is
now there's
Reno
still
coming
room to
back
go.
in? Do we know?
Yeah, he just came in.
Yeah.
Oh,
go get that fifth
go
foul.
right at him.
Yeah.
That
go
will,
get that fifth foul.
go
and
right
get
at
him out
him.
of the game.
You best believe it's going to take him hacking for them to call it, though.
Yeah. Oh, that's a foul.
Oh my gosh, man, that
that should have been 5.
And they call.
Oh, my
okay,
goodness.
all right. we
What's
got
the call?
off ball? That's hilarious. So you get to just completely move on the screen, take Chucky out, but bro misses a putback
Yeah.
dunk, and it's
They're
a
not going to
foul?
call that 70 feet from. There's
They
just no
should,
way. They
though.
should have 100%.
Well, I
Let's
mean,
say
well,
they're
watch.
This is
That's
a
clear as
foul.
day, man.
Like, what are we doing?
Hold on, let's ask the ACC commentators what they think. I don't know, man. I think that's a foul on Chucky there for
that
going.
left shoulder. I mean,
you
he-
can't throw your
yeah.
hip into somebody.
They
and now
called
he's
it a
shooting
shooting
free
foul
throws.
too.
All right, I'm with you, Dalton.
The
ball doesn't lie. The ball never lies.
protesting.
And it's not lying now.
I'm sending in a complaint if we lose this game.
But what if he makes the second one?
Yeah, well, he missed the
Did-
first of the
was
ball.
the
yeah.
ball-
The ball was.
The ball was partially true,
Okay,
but withheld
so-
information.
We're reshaking the ball like the match game.
Yeah.
Yeah. When's the last time an opponent's missed 2 straight free throws against Louisville? I would say never.
8. I mean, what are we doing here, sir?
Yeah.
Having a therapy session at the free
Take the
throw
rest
line?
of the night, man.
Yep.
Ah!
There goes the jinx of jinxes. Come on.
Come on, Chuck. To the crib.
Ooh.
No.
Oh. I thought Noah was about to do a
Yeah, that's
fadeaway
why I'm
to the
like,
right
no,
3.
No.
Oh my gosh. What is these? Oh, he's pulling. He's
He's
pulling.
got the stickiest pivot foot, though. Terrence Edwards does, y'all.
And one.
Yeah! Let's go, Chuck. Let's go, baby.
Oh, and the mean mug. Yeah, a little bit.
Oh, hold up. Got to play the drums.
Yeah.
Is that Okpara?
Yeah,
How many
is
fouls is that on him,
3
too?
For
2 or 3? Dude, his first step is
You
so
see
lethal,
him-
bro.
I think that's just his first foul.
Really.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's go.
There you go.
Let's go. Let's
Come on.
go. Let us go.
Hey, you know that meme of the guy with the controller? He's sitting forward?
Yes.
That's me right
yes.
now. Come on.
This is a real test of people's superstitions when we're in the same room on a camera.
Mm-hmm. Indeed.
Like when
Don't-
we're all used to watching this at home alone.
Don't get too touchy because you know they're going to be waiting to call it.
That's a foul.
another one.
Yeah, he moves on every screen.
Just don't bite on the pump. But don't bite on the pump.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Guys, to be fair, if my legs were that long, I would also
I
not
mean,
keep them
that's
still.
just a good shot.
Yeah. Like up, and one.
Good
And
job,
won.
James. I told you they're not calling that unless it's a hack.
he now has 7 fouls. I mean, like
this
that
is like this is like NBA Summer League. You get
right?
10.
You get 10, or it's.
Yeah,
I mean,
it goes why I tell you. First team All ACC player with 4 fouls and foul trouble is not going to get called for the 5th unless he just hacks somebody. That's a travel. They call it a foul.
Oh my goodness!
and that's on Chucky, so that's got to be
With
his
2 or 3.
at least 3.
That is.
Okay. I mean, seriously, it's a slingshot, man.
There's just
I
not
mean,
much
that's
you
good
can do
defense
about
from
it, bro.
James.
That's
a good closeout.
That is
top
why I told
player
you
in the
he's going to
conference.
play in the NBA. This kid is legit.
That guy
Oh
had
yeah,
it
we
under
don't
the
think he's
basket.
gonna. Was there a question about that?
I don't know.
Oh, watch the pop.
Where's
Watch
Josh
the pop. Watch
Rogers
the
at?
pop. That's short.
There we
we
go.
go.
All right.
There we go.
Come on.
I think that is.
Hey,
if I'm
dude,
not
if they hit a
mistaken,
3,
no,
that shirt's got to come off, Jacob.
Oh god,
Oh no.
no promises.
Chucky
guys.
said, "You said what, sir?"
A shirt's coming off. Oh! And it's his 8th foul. I mean, come on.
Can we
He's
not
gonna be
get
the
a-
first player in NCAA history with 9.
Wait, what are we
First
doing?
lead.
That's-
Oh,
Where's the
gosh.
lead? Did we get another?
Where's the
Come
lead?
on,
You have
ESPN2.
one job. All
They're
right, come
waiting
on,
to
right here.
flash that graphic.
They would have done the fine
that's
folks
the-
at
that
ESPN
was
One
the
would not have
steal,
done
Chuck.
that.
No, that's definitely an ESPN2
that's an
problem.
ESPN.
Yeah,
Oh my
come on,
goodness,
you-
Charles E. Hepburn,
You can't do that. That's the right call.
unbelievable.
Hey, what a freaking 4-minute period that was,
That's right.
boys.
I need you to say
that-
more bad things about Louisville.
I don't
I'm just
think we
kidding.
can win
I'm
this game.
kidding.
You know
I
what?
don't
I'm pulling
think
out
he
all the
believes it.
stops.
No, remember
I mean, that's
first
a
half?
foul.
That's a bad shot.
Yeah,
Oh,
right.
well, that's
right.
right.
Bring it back. Look at that bench.
Bring back
I
that
just
old
want to. I
classic.
would pay. Like my wife would be ashamed of me to admit this, but I would pay an ungodly amount to sit on that bench for one game and just be a part of that celebration.
You know
like,
who would be great in the game for us
who?
against Raynaud? Case and Pryor.
Yeah, Casey Pryor.
Casey Pryor would be
I also
fantastic
think you could
against
you could
Raynaud.
really use Ali Khalifa and Kobe Rogers right now.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, the thing about like Ali Khalifa that's going to be so fun is going to be his ability to get the ball at the top of the key and play point guard. Like, he's a point center.
He's
right?
slimmed down a ton as
Right.
well. To where I think it's fact where if you're going to be able to run this system, you have to get up and down the court with some
Yeah,
pace. And
right.
They use this red shirt to not only get him healthy, but to say, hey, man, we're going to transform your body to where
Right.
you're going to be a machine next year.
Yeah, and the good thing too is you got to get just 20 minutes out of him next
Yeah.
year.
Right. That's all
Like
you need.
if with your center depth, right? Like 20 to 25 minutes,
Right.
is all you need. And
Right. But he will bring another dimension of passing, playmaking, and they need that in games like this where
Yeah.
they're trying so hard to attack downhill. They're trying to get their looks, but they're
Right.
just getting stopped offensively.
Right.
And, you know, like Neil pointed out, they're taking baseline a ton tonight and throwing the ball away, not being very smart. And you see Scott when he's when he's in setting those picks at the top of the key, they're using him to facilitate the ball. And you can tell he's not super comfortable, obviously, with the
Right.
ball up there, right? So, look, for the final 7 minutes of this game, I think it is all about trying to do two things. One, you got to guard your freaking butts off,
Right.
Right. But the second thing is, let's go get that 5th foul on
They're
Maxime
trying,
Reynaud.
man.
They're trying.
He should have
8 fouls
at the moment, bro. He's
Yeah.
trying to be the first player in D1 history to get 9 in a game and
to
not get
foul out
called out.
with 14 fouls. There's still a lot of time left for them to keep attacking and keep going after him, but it's gonna have to be like an egregious, contact. For
I told
him
you
to
he's
get
gonna
called.
have to hack somebody to where it honestly you've got to get into the lane and do what you can to get him jumping because buddy, I'm selling it like I'm Tom Hanks.
Right.
I'm gonna have
exactly.
it's gonna be an Oscar performance.
Right. You need Chucky to go in there or you really get Terrence in there. 8 of those pump fakes, 8, 9, 10 of them things, and then a spin move and a up and under layup. That's what we need in an and one where he makes the free throw.
Yeah.
It'd be a sweet moment if Terrence makes that first and one and gets Rain out of the game.
That would be fortuitous for sure. As we're all kind of as we're heading into the final 8 minutes of the game, right? This is the under 8 time?
Under 8
It is
timeout.
the under 8.
What do we think? Well, like what does Louisville need to keep going to? Like, how significant is this foul trouble for Stanford? Since apparently
It is.
they
I
can
think
just continue to play
Crafts
aggressive.
the way that Stanford has to play defense. My prediction here, this is my bold prediction. Whoever wins this next 4-minute media timeout will win the game. That's my prediction.
Okay.
Well, I think that Louisville's about to blow it open.
I hope so. I really do. I think it goes back to Raynaud has that fourth foul, and Louisville's getting uber aggressive, and you
Right.
know that they're going to try to foul hunt against him, and their other big man's got 3. So I think if you can get Raynaud out before the last media timeout,
It's
I think
huge.
Stanford's rattled.
Huge. Yeah.
Oh, I forgot they got the fans in free throws.
Yeah.
I really can't believe they called them Nerd Nation.
Nerd
Nation.
That is
Nation.
disrespectful, bro. I've never heard them say that. I was like, okay.
And there was no hesitation. He let that fly.
He had it planned.
I wonder if is that like a Stanford thing? I
It
feel
could
like that's
be.
something they
It could
say.
be.
I don't know, man. You would think we would know with them being a grandfather member of the ACC. But
Right. Founding father.
All right, Jacob, your turn to get one of those in.
must be nice to be a Carolina fan and not have a good season and still be in the tournament somehow.
Where are we going? Well, is this a little?
Yeah,
Is this a
what is this?
1-3-1?
Yeah.
They're zoning it. Give it to Hadley in the middle. Come on, Chuck. Ooh, I thought he was taking it. He still might.
There it is.
Oh,
Not a good look.
Good.
Oh,
Oh,
good job,
Good
James.
rebound. Good rebound. Way to fight right there.
Fat
Nice little
just sees
tip out.
blood in the water whenever he gets a loose ball in that kind of
He's
situation.
going for it, man. I don't know what he's.
You got a double team. Get rid of the basketball. Get rid of the basketball.
They called a foul.
Foul.
Okay.
Come on, Terrence. You got to hit these free throws.
I'm telling you guys. I
One-
believe
one
that
of
You know
these-
what
he's-
I think our issue is? We've got to throw our L's up.
Yeah, I got to throw the L's up.
On
And
the free throws, everybody's got to have the L's up.
All right, that's right. Even everybody off camera has their L's up right now.
That's right.
Do we make sure the people
Even
that-
though this is not influencing what's happening because it's probably already happened.
Has happened. And you're seeing this after it is way had
and
happened.
watch it go in our favor?
Let's go.
There
We
it
were
is.
just-
There's
There it
one.
is. That's
We
his
were
first
just
free throw
reporting
make of
from
the
the
game.
past.
Or
from the future.
One more. Come on.
The statisticians would say he's 100% when we throw our L's up.
Yeah.
So, oh, fellas, my heart.
Listen, I'm pulling
starting
out
to
all the
feel it.
superstitions for this game.
I'm
What
right
are
there
those?
with you. I need to
Those-
take my
those
shirt
feel
off.
nice.
Are those Anthony Edwards? I think that might be what those are.
Are we going up?
Those
All
are
right,
the
we're
going
Prince,
up.
the Prince
All the
ones
way
right
up.
there.
Gonna do L's up.
There's a 100% chance he's making it.
Come on. All right.
And now we can't drop him again for any free throw. Come on, boys.
All right, let's get a stop right here. Let's.
I'm never this calm watching a game, and I kind of resent having agreed to do this because I know myself in front of my TV would be chanting defense,
Yeah.
defense.
You live
All right.
alone, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I can tell. I can tell. I can tell off of that alone. That's
Come on.
awesome.
Oh, I thought
I
he was pulling
miss
it.
those days.
We need. It'd be nice for a Javon Hadley step back 30-footer. Come on, Noah. Biggest shot
on,
of your
baby.
career. Good job, James.
Let's go, James.
That's a great
See,
rebound.
Oh, he
Maxime,
Come
he
on.
can't get too aggressive on
right,
his
he's
rebounds.
got to kind of let it go. Oh, he had the pass. Oh,
that's a foul.
That's got to be a
foul.
foul.
Sticky pivot foot.
Oh my gosh, there's 5 seconds.
No way, Chuck.
Rebound again. There you
Good
go, Noah.
rebound.
Yeah,
Let's go.
reset that. Reset it.
Oh,
no,
I
do
thought he was
not
going to
give
drop it off to Noah for the
I
shot.
know. I'm like,
you
dude,
know?
do not. Please don't. Please don't. Let's set this
Get
up.
fouled or something. Let's get downhill. It's foul.
There we go.
Yes.
Good call. Good call. Good call. Help him up, ref. Jeez.
Even the refs are inconsiderate.
Right?
Look at the guy with the UK. You see him with the UK
Yes.
hoodie? And
Oh,
the
there's
polo?
always one.
Blue got in. Blue paid $300 to sit courtside, but Blue
My
got
man,
in.
they paid a lot more than $300 to sit courtside.
You know they're gonna tag Matt Jones in that tweet.
Yeah, with an L's down. Yeah, like
You showed us, buddy.
way to go,
Oh,
man.
throw him up.
Oh, there you go.
I'm
got a
not
free throw?
making the rules.
I think we're too early.
I was gonna say we should.
It's okay. we might be TV timeout. Keep him up. Uh-oh. You saw it.
What is
We saw
happening?
it. Don't throw
There
him
you
up. Even though the first one won't matter.
Oh,
Did you
Jacob
see it
already
over
knew.
here? I
saw
didn't
it.
see it. I moved it off of it. My bad. I wasn't paying attention
I'm
to the stat
really
broadcast.
it's so tempting because
I know, I'm
it's
sorry.
in my
I
peripherals.
will-
I'm like
Yeah.
I literally use it just to keep up with like the statistics, mostly for betting
first
purposes.
lead since okay.
Speaking of
There we
bets,
go. Now the graphics up. Now
If
we have
you
the
look
graphic.
at your FanDuel, it's going to be even worse. It's going to be 30 seconds ahead.
Oh, I was like, what am
Yeah,
I
it
doing?
was.
About to raise
FanDuel
my
is
hand.
so early.
I would not look at your bets.
Let's go.
We're too late.
What's
No,
actually
they're not gonna
Louisville's
tell
up
me the player bet.
72-62 with 1 minute to go.
Yeah.
Come on, guys.
Quit it.
There you go. Oh, Boo Boo.
Oh,
you got to dump down. Somebody's got to
It's
dump
pretty
down.
crazy. Those
Help
two
him out right there,
humans-
Terrence.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there you go.
that's what he's trying to do. Noah's got it. Noah's got to shift. Good defense.
Yeah, got to make sure Sellers does not
You got
get the
10
look right there.
seconds.
Good
Don't get
defense.
don't get a tacky foul. There you go. Stay up. Stay up.
Good defense. Just keep that hand
Hands
up.
up. Hands
Hand up.
Rebound.
Oh my goodness, they look good.
Gosh, you got a rebound.
Oh,
Wow.
no way. There we go.
Rebound. There you go.
Oh, he kicked him in the face too.
Yeah,
On
that
purpose.
was-
You know what? Review
Here we
it.
go. Oh,
Oh, slow down.
Oh my gosh. I'm gonna be honest. Why are you throwing that pass to him in the first place when you saw that there were two guys?
he was
behind
right
him?
there. Right.
Yeah.
Like.
It's not like you didn't see the two guys. They
Right.
were right there.
Oh my gosh.
the offensive sequence by Stanford last time out, right here. This is exactly what I was thinking about. What is Four doing? That is the worst floor spacing. That's the worst possible thing you could do.
pass
He
it.
just
I'm
like,
open,
ran
I'm
him
open.
right into a double team.
Terrence is like, what do I do?
Yeah.
He just wanted that
Yeah.
corner
Watch the
three
pop,
so
watch the pop.
bad.
James has got it because he's been popping every time. I don't think he's rolled once. Stay up, Noah.
Noah, let's
Great
go.
defense.
Oh,
I'll take it.
until then.
Ah.
Oh my goodness.
They're over helping on these shots, and Stanford
Wow.
is shooting like they probably have not
Looks
this
like
season.
Jacob Lane and travel ball.
Right, exactly. That's exactly how I shot.
Come on, just answer
Oh,
back. What's the? I don't know. That's a foul. Thank you.
Yeah.
And that's to the bonus, right?
Yeah.
Is that
It's-
1 and 1 or
it's-
2?
no, it's double.
Two.
Double
Okay.
bonus.
Benny Geeler.
Benny Geeler, aka
Watch this.
Young
So they
Jay Lane.
overhelp. Chucky
Yeah.
overhelps, and Terrence is slow on the recovery.
Mhm.
Well, and also James Scott popped out. If he had missed
Yeah.
that, Reno has a easy dunk
It's-
put
I
back.
thought they were about to show that he fouled out or something. All right, boys. Is it time?
But isn't
that flow though.
Yep.
I missed that
It's time for
flow
the yells.
state. Oh
Never mind. We've soiled
Never
it.
mind. Doesn't work now.
Nope, doesn't work.
camera
Oh,
angle?
my-
Camera angle.
Yeah.
You can't have the bird's eye. You got to.
Yeah, you got to go back
Yeah,
out.
but I used to have a head of hair
courtside.
like
Need the
that.
2K view behind him.
You believe me?
Come on, guys.
Do what?
I used to have a head of hair just like Benny Geeler.
Did you?
Yeah.
I can see it.
It was a
Bring it
few
back,
years
man.
ago.
Come on, Fat. Look, she,
can't breathe.
she understands the assignment.
She does.
I don't think people behind her
Okay,
do.
sorry.
There you
Okay.
go.
Let's
All
go.
right.
All right. So we're 3 of 4 on free throws with the L's
65,
up. So let's go.
65,
Come on.
415 remaining.
So Raynaud is sitting. You need to
Got
win this last
Right.
portion before the,
The
for
break.
the media.
Yeah. You need a stop and a bucket right here.
Thankfully, that guy can't shoot, or if he can, he doesn't want to. You need a big stop here.
No way.
That's short.
Okay.
Rebound. Good. That's
Yeah.
a good.
So here you go.
setup.
Get a bucket right here.
I'd slow it down.
Yeah, I would
Honestly.
too.
Oh.
Unless you're gonna. There's your
Ooh,
under 4
that might
right
have been
there.
a
Well, that's the
badly.
under 4. We'll take it. Could be a lot worse. We'll take it.
All right, fellas.
What we
Louisville's been really good. Granted, it's a small sample size, but when they've been in these really clutch opportunities in these close games down the stretch, they've been pretty good. Look at Virginia Tech, West Virginia. Granted, the sample size is really, really
Pitt.
small. Pitt
was
the
great.
First time, yeah.
Yeah.
I think Georgia Tech was the only time that they weren't, but they were trailing by about 7 points
Yeah.
for the majority of that last part of the second half.
Yeah. I think the precedent is set that they have closed it out more often than not in these situations. What do you think, Neil?
Coach analysts speak here.
Mhm.
You want to say like, no, we needed to be down big.
Yeah.
We needed to see who we were before the tournament.
That's right.
You know.
That's right.
And yeah, you fight, you come back.
Now
It
you got
was
to finish
looking
it out.
sketchy
though.
there for a minute, though.
Yeah, you
it
gotta-
was looking like panic mode, and then, we were joking about what does he say at the timeout? Whatever he said, it worked.
Yeah, I mean
'Cause-
they've scored 15 more points than the opponent since then.
and
so-
I would say it was probably something along the lines of like, they're not taking good shots, they're just hitting bad shots.
Yeah, so keep doing what
So
you're doing.
keep doing, play your game.
Play your game.
Louisville's got a chance of severe weather tomorrow night. Do you really want to go home, guys? Well, that's what I would have said.
I think that a lot of it is probably also Coach Cassidy saying, let's stick to what got us here. They haven't been able to stop it. We're just missing shots. Let's stay true to who we are and be the true enforcers because we're playing scared.
Have fun.
And just have fun.
Have fun. It's all about fun.
You came here. You came to Louisville for this,
for fun.
and you've all
did.
been at. You've pretty much all been to the tournament.
Right.
What's the nerves for?
Yeah.
I think it was guys. I've been listening to the stream. They're about 30 seconds behind us, but what they've been saying is this, and I think they were listening to us here.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. That's exactly what it was.
I think the actual game action's behind our talk, so they're hearing us. It's blaring over the speakers in the arena. It's like, man, this is a weird PA announcer.
Are we waiting until after the game to eat a Hadley
Apple bomb.
apple bomb?
I mean, I'll eat a Hadley apple bomb right now.
But turn your computer around.
I just and
first, so
and
I can't. Temptations.
I don't want you
killing
giving analysis
There. All right.
with your.
You know, I think Javon Hadley's gonna have a great 3-pointer here.
Here we go.
Bang.
What's
I
harder?
didn't know.
Not looking at that, or when you're watching a replay and just being like, "Wow, I'm just gonna skip ahead 15 seconds here."
Yeah.
Oh, it's like, 15 more seconds.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm with you there.
You know, one thing that I can never do, I understand why people do it. You know, this whole notion, I'm going to go ahead and record the game and watch it after. If we lose, I'm not watching it.
No.
You best believe that. If I didn't watch it and we lost, I'm not going to go back and watch how we lost.
To be fair, if you're like an eternal optimist,
I'm not.
optimist.
I wish I was.
If you're just an optimist, right? Like you could just record every game, figure out if they won or lost, and then just only watch the wins. Be like, this is the best team ever.
Right.
It's genius.
All right, here we go.
Chucky on the elevator screen.
We've bitten into the Hadley apple bomb, so I feel really good
Oh,
about how
come
this
on.
game's going to
That's
finish.
Chuck.
Let's go, Chuck.
Is that a Hadley assist? It's
go,
the
baby.
apple. It's the apple bombs, y'all.
Apple bomb.
Apple bottom jeans.
Nope.
No,
No.
Who sings that song?
I was just trying
That's-
to.
that's
no,
Floyd
I'm not doing-
Rida.
Oh, yeah, let's keep
I
it
knew
that
was
way.
coming that. Yeah, I'm not falling for that.
No, it's
you,
Floyd
Bryce.
Rida.
Watch the pick. Oh.
No
Oh,
way.
you got to stop.
Charge.
Oh, there we go.
Hey, Chucky was ready for you. He said,
Yeah,
I'm
it
gonna let-
was.
come on.
But he took a
Good
it was a
shot, good
business
shot here.
decision.
Oh, good pass. Good
Apple
pass.
bombs.
Hold on. Can the camera see it? He's got his binoculars on.
Let's go. All right, pass those apple bombs. Let's get the vibes rolling.
I haven't eaten yet. I can't eat yet. Well, I ate at halftime. I can't eat anything yet to switch the vibes up. You've all been eating. Once I take a bite, Ray knows it's hitting a 40-footer.
Okay,
It's the apple bomb.
That looks heavenly. Is it like an apple pie?
Apple pie. It's got
It looks like it's got a little.
some caramel in it.
It's got like some powder sugar on the top.
It's fantastic.
Dude.
Man.
Do any of you rewatch the game after you win so that way you can actually enjoy it?
Absolutely.
Sometimes.
Yeah, I do. I definitely do that with football games where I'm like, okay, now I can rewatch.
I will
it.
say
I love
my
rewatching
go-to
football
is I'll watch a certain segment sometimes because having a daily podcast, a lot of times got to be quick because scheduling's tough. So I don't really have time to go back and watch the full. I'll watch a segment if I need to, but by that time, the full game's not available. So it's usually I'll write some notes down. Won't lie to you, no shame.
I take a lot
Jacob
of, a lot
keeps
of
his
notes.
own stats.
Yes, that's facts. Also, I don't think I'm going to eat for like 6 days.
Oh, that's 5.
There we go.
Bro, hold on. I want you all to take a second to realize how obvious this is right here, because that's 100% a frustration foul.
See you, buddy. Enjoy your
Watch.
9th foul.
Watch how bad this moving screen is. I told you it had to be obvious.
Oh,
That's as obvious as it gets. And he's holding his arms up like, I didn't do it.
that
Oh,
is
yeah?
textbook.
Yeah.
Textbook.
I also feel like taking the knee to the thigh there cannot feel
No,
good.
there's no way that felt good. What are we looking at? It's a foul. We're done.
Are they looking at a potential flagrant on that? No.
No, okay.
They
They
should.
was just taking a long time.
There might have been some intent in that, boys. I'm not gonna lie to you. He threw that hip.
Dalton, if Hadley hits a 3, you're crushing that apple bomb. I don't care what. We'll hold you down and you'll eat it.
Oh no.
Oh, that's what. Let's go.
Get up and back.
I'll take it. That was an assist by the record books.
Come on.
8-0
Come on.
run. Let's go, boys. Since
You can tell James Scott's smiling too. He's like,
Since I ate an apple bottom,
getting all
we're
small
eight-
like he
we're
was
8-0
smiling.
run,
Oh
boys.
yeah, come on, right here. That's oof. Just
Just
stay
have
up.
it on. Oh, no.
Rotate that. Oh yes. Hold on to it. Slow it down. Get a good shot.
yeah, let's take that full 30-second clock.
This
right
is
here.
the kill shot right here. Get a good shot and put them away.
I want it to be.
I
Hadley
vote for
so
a James
bad.
Scott 3-pointer. Does anyone else? The live odds on FanDuel are plus 4,000. Then that might be low.
terrible odds.
I'm about to say those are bad odds.
If he hits a 3, though, man,
think he's
you're
gonna
some kind of wizard.
That's a foul. That's a oh my goodness.
That's
thank
definitely a
you.
foul.
If you're gonna call it a certain way,
Folks.
That apple bomb sent me into nap territory. I'm not gonna lie.
You're
This
going to
couch-
gain 20 pounds during the tournament run. You're like, I have to eat an apple bomb.
this
We
couch
might
is a
have to
lot
eat an
more
apple
comfortable.
bomb during every game. Like if they're losing, we have to go to parlor.
Yeah,
and
and
get
you
an
an
apple
realize
bomb.
if we win, we can't move. So we're sitting here till
Yeah.
tomorrow night.
Oh,
Chuck,
you
you
didn't
did
have
free-
Oh,
Oh, did he
guys,
miss
we
it?
forgot.
No.
I'm sorry.
Chat,
Chucky,
chat,
sorry,
that's on
sorry.
us.
Check
That's
out
on
the
us,
caramel.
chat. That's on us.
Caramel finger.
We won't let it happen again. We'll prove it. When it's 73 to 65 after he makes this, because all of our L's are up, we're going to apologize again.
Let's go.
You know,
Go.
Caramel. It was the caramel finger.
I
for
think
sure.
I speak for the entire fan base when I continue to reiterate that we're just so very sorry.
Yeah, so sorry.
We
Please-
apologize.
Please accept that
I
apology.
need to lay down on the ground and turn around and look at the camera and say we're sorry. Sorry.
Sorry. Stay up, Noah. Stay up.
Oh my goodness.
That's a tough shot by.
That's one of those that you just
11
kind
back there.
of you better waste this whole shot clock
Yeah, take the full
and,
30 right
and
here.
take a good shot.
Yeah,
That's a tough shot, man.
that was a. Yeah, you'll live with that.
Those are the
three-pointer
most
right there.
frustrating. Like you're about to put the game away, and then a guy just makes a shot like that. Be nice if we get to the line, truthfully. But oh, come on, Chuck. That
Oh, all right. Got to
All
get a
right,
stop
yeah,
right
D
here.
up, D up.
Got to get a stop.
I think they might. I thought they might call a timeout there. Oh my gosh.
They're what 1-1 though?
Nah, yeah.
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 I mean, look,
Is it time to jinx? I think it might be. I don't think there's any chance he misses the front end.
tree down.
In fact, I think I'd put my mortgage on this being a made free throw.
Well, their house ain't that big.
I love how they cut to. This
yourself.
is one of my favorite things about the tournament. They cut to teams warming up in the hallway like they're doing anything. Like,
Yeah.
what's this doing? Guys, just run around the
Look at
the little stanchion.
Dude, Ian Shefflin's looking dangerous right now. Doing
Number
the-
35. I'm pretty sure he is an offensive lineman for Clemson. Like,
Come on. Oh, this guy's definitely not missing.
no, 90%.
90%. Yeah.
It didn't help that they showed SMU doing like a prancing pony warm up too. Like it was.
Guys, skipping around the stanchion. Guys,
With,
please.
My
if
3-year-old
this is a
does
made
that.
free throw, are you calling a timeout?
Was that a
if you're Louisville?
horse? Yeah, that was more like a pigeon. I'm sorry.
No, because I trust Chucky Hepburn.
I would try to. I would draw this. Like, this is a huge play. I would probably go over to the sideline and call a timeout.
They got 2 timeouts left.
Yeah,
two
you got
timeouts. I'm
I'd
taking
call
my
one.
chances here of running
I
a
would have
play.
called one and given yourself the best opportunity to shot because this is a huge point.
Oh,
Oh, that's bad. Oh my gosh.
That's you were up by 8 with about a minute to go.
Oh my lord.
So you're basically going to get a chance to win the game here, though.
Yeah. Was
That's.
I mean, that's
brutal,
a
man.
bad pass. That's
it-
a bad pass.
I mean,
was this a foul? Yeah, that's a foul. Noah, come on, dude.
if you're going to foul him, you make sure he doesn't get it. Wow. Well,
now I take a timeout.
just get over to the head. Well, the thing about it is, it's like, here's what I would do. I would drain the clock down to about 15 seconds.
Yeah.
Well, you're going to take it now.
Yeah.
That's an 8-0 run. Come on, guys. That's.
Mm.
You got called for the Bush League foul that got him 2 free throws for a 90% shooter. The guy made a fadeaway 3-pointer at the top of the key, and then and one. I mean, now a loss would make it even worse because you had the game. You're up by
literally-
8 with about a minute and some change.
I feel confident in the play call here. That there's one
You
thing,
can't turn it over. That's
no,
one thing
of
you
course
can't
not.
do.
No, at a minimum, you got to take the full 25 seconds and then force Stanford, who I believe has no timeouts, right? Force Stanford into not have enough time to really
I
get
think
a play
Stanford
call.
has one timeout.
Okay, they've got one timeout. Okay.
Yellowed at. I mean, Noah, just let him blow by you. You're up by 3, buddy.
It's just such a cheap foul. It's just so bad.
Well, I mean,
man.
you're up by 3. The opponent is
that is
trying to score
terrifying.
2.
That tree with lips.
You just couldn't turn the ball over right there because it led to a fast break, and I could just see it coming. It's like, this can be a foul call regardless.
Love how Dalton's logged in. Dalton was not fazed by those lips at all.
No,
I wasn't even looking.
I can't stop thinking about it.
It's pretty scary.
I was gonna say something earlier when they showed it, but we got caught up, and I was
Yeah.
like, "It's now."
Yeah,
but
now
now
you
it's
can't
worth
mention
calling
the
out.
lips,
That thing
yeah.
is terrifying.
So is it Chucky Hepburn, final shot, or who does it go to?
yeah, I'm putting Chucky in some ball screens with James Scott, and then I'm forcing Stanford to defend.
I think it's
Shout
going
out
to
to
be Terrence
Rain
Edwards
Small.
on the last shot. I think Hepburn, they're going to play and
was her with the
overcompensate for him, and it's going to be Edwards' time.
Attack inside though. Do
One
not
thing
settle
you
for a
cannot
3.
do is give them any time to make
Right.
any
You have
sort
to
of,
take
it's
this
like,
full 25
you're
seconds.
taking this with like 2 seconds left on the clock.
And I agree. Drive it. Don't do a 3
Somebody
because
go
that's
help
a
him.
long rebound.
Right,
Somebody's gotta
and
go
then
help
it's a
him.
run out.
Yeah.
Right, exactly.
Up.
And let's see. You have a timeout here.
Yeah, they're trying to. Oh gosh, are they? They're going to execute a trap. Look at it.
They're looking for it.
Waiting for it. Hopefully, get a foul call.
They're just
All
trying
right,
to
good.
speed everything
Okay,
up.
relax,
There you go,
relax.
Fat.
Okay, so you got
So it's about a
one and a half second.
Yeah, they're really going for the
There's Terrence though. You got to be ready to look for him.
relax.
Just do not settle for a bad 3.
Oh no!
Oh my gosh!
What just happened? What just happened? Shirt. Put your shirt on. Put your shirt on. Put it
Ladies and
back
gentlemen,
on.
vintage ACC basketball,
Oh, my
baby.
Knocking
just
off
happened?
perennial power ACC powerhouse Stanford.
Unbelievable. Welcome to the conference, Louisville.
Yeah, what a win over the grandfathered, founding father Stanford Cardinal. The
What just happened
national
on that
champ-
final
So
play?
he tried to tip it out and create some sort of
Some,
momentum
like a
going
fast
toward the rim,
break.
and Chucky said, "I bet."
Oh my gosh!
It dinked off the side of the rim
Listen,
right
guys,
into his hands.
I
it
think
looked
that
like.
the main thing we have to focus on here was that this was intentional by Louisville. They wanted to go down
Yes.
by double digits, and then they wanted to lose an 8-point lead.
Yeah.
Watch this. First of all,
Okay.
that's a terrible shot.
Yeah. Okay.
He
so
tries to tip it out, throw it out,
yeah.
and Chucky's
got-
right there.
There you go.
Who hit his hand or arm?
I think it was Noah that got the hand on it.
All right, let's see this. That is James Scott, and it was not. Yeah, I mean, it wasn't. It was incidental, right?
I mean, just a thing of beauty, man.
When's the last time? When's the last time Louisville hit a mid-range jump shot?
Probably Mango Matthews game winner against Virginia.
I'm just talking like
No,
this
just in
season.
general.
Just this season.
First of all, is that not really a foul? I mean, I'm going to be honest.
No, because both of their Scott's hand was stuck in
no,
between
not there.
his
I'm talking
arms.
about
Oh.
For the
Chucky,
three. For the
Terrence's
three.
three.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
well, you know
look,
they're not calling.
I
that.
understand he leaned into it a little bit, but there was some contact.
All right.
That's one of those where if it's your team, you're like, "Where's the foul?" But if it's against your team, you're like, "There's no way
can't
that's
call
a foul."
that.
Yeah, he jumped into it.
Holy cow!
We need to clip. We've got to clip the reaction because that,
Yeah, that
was
was
incredible.
fantastic.
I don't know how close my belly button was to that camera, though. I'm not gonna lie. It was pretty close. Oh man, did not expect to take my shirt off on broadcast tonight, but hey, here we are.
There
I'll
you
do
go.
anything for the circle.
Chucky, he'll do it again if you do it
That's
again.
right.
He does it, you do it.
We need to make a logo, and the circle in the 502 circle is Jacob's belly button.
First of all, if only there was a camera on that wall because you could see it completely.
gosh.
The duality of man.
Yeah. That's awesome. Who's interviewing him right now? Who's this?
That's a dope.
Dude,
that's a
who's
dope
this king of
shirt.
culture? Who is that?
That is the sharpest dressed man in media.
Dude, that's a fit. That's a nice
Who
fit.
was that?
ACC network, man. Yeah.
I bet that guy has to have like try-on hauls on Instagram. Like, get ready with me for the ACC tournament. Like, and I mean that in the most respectful way. Like,
Yes.
okay, so
Why is Frank present? Why does Frank get to do it? I love it. But
If you see this,
Frank is the
what's his tweet going to be? Let's predict it.
if
you're
I
se-
send you this, I don't
I hit a game winner in the ACC
see. That's too.
tournament.
It's too easy, right?
look at this guy iced out though. Like, anyways,
I don't know. There's a joke
mean-
there, Dalton. Give me a minute. I'll think about it.
I don't know.
And
Do
they
we-
say the SEC's better than this. Listen,
I think Stanford would beat half the
national
teams in the
champion
SEC.
contender Stanford Cardinal
Right,
just took
exactly.
the Cardinals down to the wire in Louisville. Look at him.
yeah.
You don't see Chucky smile often, but look at him.
That is just my goodness. What a couple of weeks for Chucky Hepburn, man. Is there anybody hotter in Louisville right now than Chucky Hepburn? I mean,
Take Davis, maybe.
yeah. I mean, this is just incredible, man. That is why you bring in a Chucky Hepburn, right? Like Dalton asked the question earlier, and it didn't end up coming to fruition. But what do you do here? And what I told her, what do you have confidence? Whatever the question was, and I said yes because of Chucky Hepburn.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
And in the episode, the episode that was just released today, the three things I said that you can count on in Louisville. Number one was Chucky Hepburn. Like, he is the difference for this team. And you see tonight that when things are not going good, when all hope seems lost, you're down by 11, down by 15, you feel a lot more confident that your team can climb back and get a victory because of a guy like that.
yeah. Yeah, he's a Peyton Siva. You know, like that's the kind of trust you have in him, right? Like he's your general.
I think that, of course, I'm thinking tomorrow because it's a very quick turnaround. You've got to do some soul searching in the mirror because it is great that you clutched up when you needed to. And there is a beauty in being able to do that because not many teams can. However, you play like that tomorrow night, it's gonna be a rough night. Now you got the win tonight, and that's all you could ask for. I think you're gonna go into the NCAA tournament a 7 seed at worst. So you understood the assignment, and you finished the assignment and passed. But regardless of the team that you play tomorrow, because SMU will do the same thing,
Right.
you've got to play better.
Both of these teams have guards that can put the ball in the basket, in Boobie Miller and Hunter, Chase Hunter. They have capable big men. They have the
Look at
big
the Stanford
freshman.
mascot, bro. It's just
Those lips, man. Oh, did Noah get hurt right there on the celebration?
Would that not be our luck?
Did you see that?
Would that not be our luck?
Well, I saw
Goodness
so
gracious.
Peyton just put the brakes on. He was running after the team, and he's like, "Wait, I'm a coach. I'm a coach. I'm a coach." And he just put the brakes on, and then like 3 guys like came tumbling down behind him, which, you know, all these injuries happening in practice, it makes you wonder. Does Peyton often forget that he's a coach and just knock players over? Guys, quick pick for the SMU Clemson game. What do we?
We'll go Clemson here. Clemson is playing really, really good. I think that there's just too much firepower. I think SMU is going to have to shoot really well from 3 to have a chance, but do they have the interior presence to be able to defend Victor Locken and Ian Shefflin? And I'm just not so sure that they will.
Yeah, I definitely think. Oh gosh, the video's already been clipped of me ripping my shirt off.
Oh,
I can't
boy.
watch that. I can't watch it. Damn it, I can't watch it.
Dude,
Somebody else gonna have to watch it. I can't. I can't.
Where's it at? Is it on Twitter?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
You
Producer
were,
Keith,
you were
that
tagged in
boy.
it. I can't do it. I can't. I don't want to see what I look like with my shirt off on a camera. I can't. I apologize if, honey, if you're watching this. I apologize. I said I wouldn't embarrass
That's
you.
fantastic.
I'm egging it on too. Just they're going shirt.
You all are just like, rip the shirt off. I'm like, whatever. If that's what the people want.
Oh, we got a shirt throw. We didn't get to see that video.
Yeah, the shirt throw, man.
All right, Keith, send that into ACC Network.
Yeah, shout out.
Keith, can you send that to me personally?
Yeah.
Because I don't have Twitter
God, I
Premium.
could not believe I did that. That's embarrassing, man. But look, hey, like I said, I'm dedicated to the wins in March, so I'll do anything.
I just texted Keith. Can you send me that?
Oh my gosh.
All right, so post game here, Louisville walks away with a victory in the literal final second of the game, 75. What was it? 75-73 on a Chucky Hepburn tip out. Free throw line, shades of Mango Mathiang against Virginia, jumper at the buzzer. Dalton, I'll come to you first. Instant reactions on Louisville's victory.
Well, I think it kind of goes back to what I was saying is you have to, even amongst, that Cooper flag thing was nasty. Even despite the comeback, you have to do some soul searching in the mirror and understand why you were in that spot to begin with. But that being said, I do trust Pat Kelsey and the coaching staff to be able to get the guys recalibrated. But shout out to this team for going down 15 points with the lights being the brightest and saying, you know what, we don't have the momentum, but we can get it back. And we can go ahead and start crafting this comeback. And they did. They didn't let the point differential get too much to bear. And like I said, there is a certain beauty about a team being able to do that because not many can.
Right.
And they understood the situation because you lose that game, guys, and we're having a very difficult conversation for the reveal on Sunday. So what about you, Press?
Yeah, man. Just finding a way to win, I think, is kind of the storyline of not only this game, but kind of the back half of the season, right? Like, they haven't had somebody truly test them, right? Like, I think that they've been asleep at the wheel many times in the back half of the season, right? Like, where it just seems like they just don't have the sharpness, they don't have the clarity of the situation, right? Like, they just don't. I mean, we
You can watch the reaction video over and over again. It's
I was
great.
just like, I just hear people yelling in my ear over here. So, no, I mean, that's fantastic, Jacob. I mean,
it feels like a real kind of March Madness NCAA tournament game, right? Like, obviously, this is a Stanford team that was fighting for their lives. And, you know, as I mentioned earlier, when we get into next week, it is literally you win or you go home.
Yeah.
And I think for Louisville, this was a real good opportunity to feel what it was like to have that pressure of being down, of having to climb back. And then on this side of things, like, it sucks because they came back, they won. But Louisville also gave up the lead, right? So then there's the element of battling back from that. So I thought that all in all, it sucked to watch some of the struggles, but I thought that the way that they fought through gives you a lot of confidence that next week in the round of 32 or 64 or whatever it is, Sweet 16, like Louisville can hang on and battle through really tough situations.
yeah, I think the obvious concern, though, is now
Stop, dude.
that the concern is that now the pressure ramps up, right?
Yeah.
Like, you're not playing any more Stanfords the rest of the season.
No.
You're not playing a team that bad the rest of the year. Like, the easy games, the games in which you were heavily favored, those are all gone, right? You're going to play Clemson or SMU tomorrow night, and then probably Duke or North Carolina
Yeah.
the night after.
Yeah.
And I think it comes down to, you know, you got to be sharper in every facet of the game. You can't come out and have a segment where you turn the ball over 7 times and only get 1 shot off. Like, that's borderline pathetic, especially compared to what we've seen so far this season, right? So, like, they just need to loosen up, play freely, because that's when they play. That's when most people play the best, right? But
When they're having fun.
Louisville is a free-flowing. You just said that in such a fun way too.
Yeah.
Louisville is such a free-flowing offense in general. It's almost like a prerequisite that they have to play, kind of having fun.
You know, a point that I brought up this week on a couple of the podcasts and the radio show that I had Monday, there's something to be said about the majority of this team having pre-existing tournament experience. You know, Chucky and Terrence played each other last year. Rain and James Scott played in the tournament. Javon Hadley played in the tournament. Noah Waterman, Abubakar Traore. The majority of these guys played in the tournament. And this is a situation that Stanford had not been in. And maybe fatigue plays a little bit of factor because they played 40 minutes last night. But you have a team with the majority of guys having been in this, maybe not in this specific moment, but under these lights. And I have to think that played some sort of a factor like, hey, look, guys, we've all been here before. And I imagine that might be something that Pat Kelsey pointed out. It's like, you all were built for this. They're not. Take it to them.
Right.
Yeah. And they did.
They did. And the final, I mean, it took a while, you know, and the tournament next week and even tomorrow. And if, you know, there is a Saturday, you have to come out and play better to start the game.
Yeah.
Like Louisville this year, the race to 10, Louisville has won that. I would say 90% of,
80,
maybe
90%.
90 of the ACC tournament games. This is the first game they did not win the race to 10.
Right.
That is such an important stat for Louisville. And maybe it's inflated because the ACC isn't great. But I think it's extremely important that next week, when we're talking about this team, and when you're doing your show and when we're doing our shows, we have to talk about the one thing that if we talk about Louisville got knocked out in the first 4 minutes of a game, got like so badly that they lost. Like we're going to talk about that being one of the big reasons why.
Right.
What do you all think about now? I'll preface this by saying that I do not believe in moral victories and losses. I will never be one of those people that says, well, you know, Louisville needed this loss. You know, I'm never going to be one of those people. I would rather have a, you know, coming to Jesus moment, so to speak, and win. And I wonder, you know, big picture in mind, how much does this outcome and the way that it happened, do y'all think it helps with this team moving forward versus if Louisville would have come out, maybe not played all that well, but you still beat Stanford by about 15 or so? Does you think this sort of shows teams like, hey, look, guys, you fought till the end, but got a little rough there for a while?
Yeah, I mean, I think every season has its games, right? I mean, like even as good as Duke has been this season, for instance, right?
Yeah.
They just had a straight clunker, right? Even the greatest teams that there's ever been have had their struggles, right?
Right.
Like, that's just the ebbs and flows of a season.
Right.
It's just about limiting the downs and increasing the ups, right? So
Right. No one's going to be what year was it that Golden State went 15-1 on their way to an NBA championship in the playoffs? Like that's never going to happen, right?
2017?
Right. One of those years. They literally swept everyone and then
Pretty
lost
sure it was
one game to the
17,
Cavaliers in the finals.
Yeah.
Right. Like so it's very rare that in the NCAA tournament, even 1 seeds, 2 seeds, 3 seeds, like it's very rare that in each game they dominate from start to finish, right? Now, for the really good teams, they may for the first couple of rounds, you know, they'll have their moments, but for the most part, they'll not play with their food and they'll put their opponents in the ground pretty quickly.
Right.
But in this tournament, what makes this tournament the spectacle that it is, the best thing in sports, in my opinion, it is the premier tournament in sports because anyone can win at any given time, and if you lose, you go home.
Yeah.
Like the stakes are the highest they are, and there's a reason why, like, you know, I keep saying, like, I think Auburn's going to be one of the teams that gets upset early in the tournament. I think, like, some of these teams in the SEC that have been so good all year long and have battled with each other are going to get into these environments, and you're going to see them get knocked out.
Yeah.
I also think that there is I think that, and this is a conversation for a completely different day because you could go on and on about this. Like, I understand the SEC is, by the numbers, the best conference in basketball. They're about to break the record for most teams in the tournament. And they have some good teams, don't get me wrong. But I do feel like the teams were sort of coddled a little bit in the way that when they prioritized who you played over the result. Where, I mean, take Kentucky, for example. They're about to be a 3 seed with double-digit losses. And I'm not criticizing what they're doing. I'm using them as an example is that when they've lost games, they're not dropping.
Right.
So there's some giant killers in this field.
Yeah.
UC San Diego is going to be really good to to play.
High Point.
High Point.
UNC Wilmington.
Who's that other team? It's Drake.
Yeah,
Drake's going to be one of the maybe a 10 seed or so. But you know what I'm saying is that things happen like this, and you just have to just kind of sift through the ranking and really break down the results. Like, yeah, this team might be top 20 in the ranking, but they got 12 losses.
Well, and the argument for Kentucky going into the tournament is that their top wins are about as good of top wins as you can
really
get, right?
Wins.
You beat Duke, you beat Tennessee, you beat Florida, you beat, you know, just about everybody.
It's not really much about Kentucky.
Right.
It's just the premise of
but
you have to
Purdue?
penalize
Right.
losses eventually.
Purdue's the same way. Purdue's had 10 losses, 9 losses, and has been in the top 15 all season long, right? Like, there's an element of where they started out ranked at, and then there's an element also of, who they are and who those losses are against, right?
Sure.
So, player of the game. What do you got, Press?
Fat.
Fat? Okay, why? That's an
25
interesting
points.
perspective. Okay.
He created for others really
How
well.
much did he have?
25 points.
He had 25 points?
Mhm.
Holy
Yeah.
cow. I don't think
I
I
mean,
knew that.
and I think that we made a big deal out of the missed front ends 3 times, but outside of that, he had a fantastic game. He got Maxime. I was saying Maxine earlier. By the way.
There's an M in there.
I thought
learned.
his
It's like,
name was Maxine.
It's like the Pam Pan situation.
Yeah, is there 2
Are
M's?
you saying Pam?
Are you saying Maxime?
And I've said Raynaud and Rayno interchangeably tonight. So names are just not our thing, guys. Like no one ever accused us of being good with
That's right. That's right. You totally threw me for a
player
loop
of the
there,
game.
though.
Fat Edwards,
Player
25
of the game,
points.
Fat Edwards, beautiful. He ultimately got Maxime in foul trouble. That's what led to, that sparked the run for Louisville that ultimately propelled them back into the lead, right? Obviously, that last shot of the game, as we're watching the replay, not the best, right? But
No.
he played well defensively. After kind of a rocky start with a few turnovers, I mean, he was consistent getting to the basket. He made a couple of solid, step back threes, right? Am I dreaming that?
No, not at all.
so,
He hit
yeah.
a couple of them, yeah.
Anyways, that's my take. Fat Edwards, player of the game.
Sorry, we got Pat speaking to the team after the
Uh-oh.
game. I'm gonna go with Chucky Hepburn. Obviously, I know the game winner is gonna be what stands out. And I know he had a lot of turnovers, but if you look at him tonight, he got back to distributing the ball at the high level that we're used to for him. We've seen him most games 6, 7, 8 assists is the norm. He got back into that tonight.
8 assists tonight.
Yeah, kept the rhythm of the offense flowing. And I thought in the second half that he was Terrence was the scorer, but I felt like Chucky was the heartbeat of the team coming back. And so, from some of the struggles he's had the last couple of games from Virginia Tech to now, he just certainly has not played his best basketball. But at the end of the day, you can never accuse Chucky Hepburn of not giving it all until the final buzzer or that he's not a winner. And I think that those are what prevailed tonight for Louisville.
I'm with Press. I think it's got to be Terrence. And I'm going to point out right when Louisville went down by 15, who was the guy that got those tough buckets that ended up getting Raynaud in foul trouble that started the run? It was Terrence Edwards, and he continued throughout the game. He actually had a game-high 25 and shot really, really well from the field. So thought that when Louisville needed buckets the most, it came down to 2 guys. Also want to give 2 shout-outs to number 1, James Scott. Thought he was really good down the stretch. He had the key rebounds down the stretch. He had some really good defensive stretches against Raynaud. And then some buckets. And Noah Waterman.
Yeah.
I mean, talking about the resurgence of him again from almost unplayable, rehabbing that injury to, he was flirting with a double-double tonight.
Yeah.
Had a couple of big-time three-pointers early on, had some big-time rebounds, and played good defense. And that's what the Cardinals needed from players not named Fat Edwards and Chucky Hepburn.
Yeah, I totally agree. And I think really what's going to make the difference for this team and whether they, stick around for a weekend or more in the tournament, I think is going to be, we know what they have in Chucky, we know what they have in Terrence, but who is that third guy?
Right.
It's been Rain Smith most of the year, but with the injury now, is it Javon Hadley? Is it Noah Waterman? Like, who is going to step up and be your consistent third scorer? Because for each of the last 2 Stanford games, it's just been Chucky and Fat.
Right.
That's been it, Nobody else has really impacted the offensive game outside of, a couple of alley-oops from James Scott or a lay-in from Hadley, a couple of threes from Waterman. So I think that, tomorrow when Louisville comes back out either against Clemson or SMU, you want to see that third guy step up and take more ownership of scoring the ball at a high level. But all of that being said, I think you've just continued to have to point out the resiliency of this team, the ability to win any way necessary. There is no discrimination against winning. They'll figure it out and do it any way that it takes.
Basically played a 6-man rotation tonight. I mean, I'll have to go back and look at how many minutes Kenai Ruth logged, but it wasn't a lot.
Wasn't many.
No.
Same with Traore played here and there. Frank barely played. While he's looking that up, I think Rain unlocks Javon a lot because we talk about the gravity with Rain on the court. You can't do what Stanford did the past 2 games, double the post, eliminate players clogging the lane, and forcing Louisville to shoot threes.
Yeah.
And they've shown that they've been uncomfortable the past 2 games doing that. When you have Rain Smith on the court, what does that do? Well, you can't sag off of Rain Smith because he's got one of the quickest releases in college basketball. And if you give him that space, he definitely can make you pay. So what do? You have to shift your defense to that, and you can't clog the lane as much, which allows Hadley that space to operate down on the high post or the dunker spot, which gives him some good opportunities. I think Stanford's a bad matchup for Hadley, too. Stanford's got a lot of size.
Yeah.
I think it's
Good
just
point.
I think Clemson, we saw Clemson's a better matchup for Hadley. I mean, he had 32 points the last time those 2 teams played. Hadley's a good matchup against SMU. I think Stanford's just one of those teams. You got a 7'2" French man that is one of the best big men in the country.
Right.
So, and then some other guys that are good at defense. So,
Yeah.
we'll see what Hadley can do next game. But this is the epitome of surviving advance, baby.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So you go back to the minutes really fast. 30, 38, 40, 39, and 33 from your starters. 12 minutes from Cater Traore. And 6 minutes from Kenai Ruths. So you essentially, for all intents and purposes, we're just running a 6-man rotation.
Well, I
the
mean,
entire
Kenai
game.
came in and turned the ball over immediately.
Yeah.
And that's what you
And-
can't do in big moments as a freshman, right?
Right.
The reason why, and I know they're different positions, but the reason why if you go back to 2013 and Montrezl Harrell was able to have that breakout when he did is because, obviously it's a completely different position than Kenai, and the ball is not in his hands, but he didn't make bad mistakes. He just dunked the ball really hard, right?
Yep.
So if you're Kenai, you got to come in, you either got to rebound, you got to play really good defense, or you got to score, and he comes in, turns the ball over, and gives up a score, and that's it for him, all she wrote. So all in all, really good night. Love to see a victory, and now we survive in advance, and Louisville continues on till tomorrow night.
Can we talk about tomorrow night?
That means we continue on to tomorrow
Let's
night.
go.
So we will be back tomorrow evening, coming to you live from Studio 4 in Norton Commons. If you know anything about the guy to my left here, is that he is if you give Presley 5 minutes, he'll tell you he's a former college golfer. And if you go to any kind of golfing place with him, whether it's mini golf, whether it's driving range, Top Golf, Presley's going to bring his own clubs.
That's right.
So tomorrow,
I'll bring the clubs for sure.
Presley will be bringing the clubs. Getting him to watch basketball will be secondary to playing golf in the
Who cares about Chucky
fantastic.
Hepburn? Now watch this drive.
Yeah, golf's gonna, he's going to be like, can that camera point this way?
Yeah,
to
just
me
a little
golf?
bit. Let's get that angle a little bit better down the line.
Yeah, so tomorrow night, I think Louisville will play at the same time, right?
No, 9:30
No,
tomorrow night.
9:30 tomorrow night because we got a late one.
At least it's Friday. The bad thing about having a daily podcast is I've got to wait
Yeah,
to the end of this because I
right.
don't know who Louisville's playing, and I'm contemplating just recording early tomorrow because you can't record it after work because the game is tomorrow
Right,
too. So
exactly.
it's like,
You got to do it. You got to be very
hey man,
timely
I'm
in
just
these
going
quick
to I'm going
turnarounds.
to love it and enjoy because what did we say at the beginning of the stream press? This is the first time that this team has played meaningful March games in years.
Yeah, since
Years.
2019 technically. But, yeah.
I mean, look, first ACC tournament win in since 2022.
Yeah.
Either third or fourth ACC tournament win ever,
Yeah.
which is not good. And
We
your
were beating
first
NC
time
State
ever,
last year, though. So, we got to put that on a banner.
First time ever in the ACC tournament semifinals.
Let's go.
That is a crazy fact.
Yeah. So that
That's
means
insane.
tomorrow night we bring the big guns out. We head over to Studio 4. We do a little golfing.
That's right.
We do a little basketball watch.
So I can get up to like 200, 202 ball speed.
Yeah. And Alan Thomas will be joining us tomorrow night. Me and
that's
Press. Dalton, thank you, bro. It was
Gotcha.
great.
Appreciate
Producer
y'all for having
Neil.
me, yeah.
Will be back with us for the next
Pleasure,
couple of days. Megan will be back with us for the next couple of days. She doesn't get a choice.
I was gonna say we're kind of dragging her along.
Yeah?
She's gonna carry my golf bag tomorrow,
There we-
I'm totally joking.
You just upset about like half of Twitter. But yeah.
I was hoping you were going to follow up with that on some. Yeah. this is
no, I was gonna
sarcasm.
like set up for like a cute caddy joke, but I didn't like quite have it. So now I just sound like
now
a
you just sound like a very much a sexist. Get my clubs.
Yeah.
Well, you're not though.
No, if you know anything about me, I'm always the one that gets up to get that glass of water.
There you go.
in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
Well, boys, we call it
That's
a night.
it. It's been a fun one. Jacob took his shirt off.
I did.
Like
I might do it again tomorrow night.
1.3 times.
We ate some
So,
great food.
Ate some great food. Shout out to Parlor
Yeah,
for saving the
please.
night. Shout out to the Apple Bombs for saving the night.
I'm not sure we win that if Parlor doesn't come through at
Right.
halftime.
If I don't eat that
The
apple
vibes are just
bomb,
off.
I'm not sure Javon Hadley had an assist and then a bucket right after that. So
he
the Apple
did,
Bombs
and then
did
we
it.
just
Stopped
and then I
eating
just
them.
had apples all over
Right,
my
we had
fingers.
caramel fingers. So
You know what? That's what it was. It's because Dalton didn't use apple.
I had to
eat
take
his
one for the
apple.
we're gonna,
squad,
we're gonna
dude. I had
hold
to
Dalton
take one
down.
for
He's
the
gonna
squad.
eat all
Yeah, I
his
know.
food right now. All right, man.
Till next time.